Bry.
Sago! It's been a minute, dude. You said Bry. I was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, I was like, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa. Throwback.
Jeez.
The last time was last year?
Yeah, first Bry Saga of 2026. Vacation kind of got the better of us, huh?
Yeah, lasted a lot longer than we thought. But we're back, right? We're back
Yep,
and
finally.
um should be here for a while. But how's it been, Sai? How is 2026 treating you?
Dude, I'm loving it. 2026 is a bundle of fun so far. Off to a good
Okay.
start, I'd say. How about you?
Not too bad. I think 2026 is it's interesting for reflection because everybody's doing
The reflection.
the posts from what they looked like in 2016. I don't know if did you participate in that one?
No, what is that? What do you mean
Somebody just
post?
post a picture of what they looked like in 2016.
Oh, like a 10-year
Yeah.
time skip. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like a 10-year time skip, you know.
Oh, I
Um,
had purple hair back then.
in 2016?
Yeah, it was like a 2 month period. I tried out purple hair, like an anime
Like a
character or
Gengar
something.
phase.
Yeah. I quickly got rid of it. It was bad too. I mean, not only did it look silly on me, but you know, I was like fresh into college. I had like the biggest pimple on my nose. So I was like
Oh God.
this emo version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Asian
Did you have a
reindeer.
bang? You had a comb over bang?
No, my hair was really long at the time. So I had like the Flavio
Ah,
haircut where it's just leaning all the way back. Kind of like par after like a month of not washing
ah,
up. Yeah.
that's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2016 was a special year because that is
Oh.
when the Cavs beat the Warriors in the finals.
Okay.
And
I thought you were gonna say something crazy. like
It
a
was
pivotal
crazy,
moment in
Sai.
your life.
They
Oh,
came
yeah,
back from down 3-1.
my
It was
sports team, let me tell
insane.
ya. Okay.
Oh my
I respect it.
God. 2016. I think that's the most memorable thing from 2016. Other than that, it was just like, another regular year. So,
Yeah, I don't
no.
remember much from
But
2016, man. That's a long time ago.
how far back do you remember? Like, if you had to think back to like your first memory, what's the first thing you remember?
I remember, so my parents lived in this like really ran down apartment when I was a kid.
Hmm.
And I remember watching like a very old Scooby-Doo zombie movie. And I was terrified because like I think I was just a kid. I didn't know how to like work a remote or anything or work a TV.
Yeah.
And it was Zombie Island, I think. And I was like, oh, this is kind of scary. I love Scooby-Doo still, but I was like, as a kid, that movie was like, oh my God, what's going on here? These zombies don't die. So I
Remember how
tried to
old you
turn
were?
off the TV. I don't remember. Yeah, it was a long time ago. And
Yeah.
I remember unplugging the TV, but the zombie movie kept on playing. I was like, "Oh God, no!"
You unplugged the TV
Yeah, looking
and it
back at
kept
it,
playing?
I bet I unplugged
You probably
something
unplugged the
else.
wrong thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
You probably
I was just
unplugged something
horrified.
else. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back then, well, first, my oldest memory, I would say, is like, I vaguely remember like a birthday party. Like, I think I was like 5 or something. Like, vaguely remember like
Was it
this
good?
party. I don't know. When I think about it, I feel good. So I'm assuming it was good. Like, it's how I
Okay.
feel about certain anime. I don't remember what happened. Just remember, like, hey,
The
this anime made me feel
vibes, the
good. Yeah, the
mood.
vibes. Vibes was good. So that's kind of how I felt about it. But back then, I told you before, the movie that really did it for me was It. Because, I had to go in the bathroom. And The Ring,
Mm.
right? The Ring was one. It didn't take much for things to scare me back then. So The Ring and It were like two really scary movies for me back then. And then of course, like initially I was scared of Chucky, and then
And then you became
then I was
bigger
like,
than Chucky, and you're like, "Ah, never
yeah,
mind."
and I was like, it's comedy.
Grudge 2
But
always got me because they used to play the commercials for like horror movies on TV, and Grudge 2 had a really scary
oh
commercial where it's like I
yeah, The
forgot the
Grudge was
plot.
another one.
It's like they
The
dropped this
Grudge was
girl off
one.
in like a abandoned school and they like locked her in there. And then as she's walking around, you hear the noise and the girls in the hallway in the bathroom. It was a trip to see as a kid. I was like, oh my God, dude, this is awful.
It's interesting how like scary movies Like there's different things that scare me nowadays. Like jump scares. They have to
Taxes.
be really. It have to be really taxes. You
Taxes are
know,
scary.
taxes are extremely scary. You know, obviously bills are scary. Hidden fees are scary. Like,
Ooh,
fraud.
secret kids.
That's pretty scary.
Yeah, like
You
imagine
know,
just one day somebody knocks on your door like, "Hey, here's your son or daughter." It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
from like sperm donations
Yeah,
when he said do not contact,
or just like dumping your sperm in a toilet or sink or something or in the trash can. Like,
and somebody
what if one
randomly
day,
finds it and just
yeah, incubates it? Like, I think about that often. I don't know if I've ever told you my one fear. I talk about this pretty often. So if you guys are like not new here, you've heard me tell this story before, but I used to be scared of like one day sewer babies coming back to get me. Like, oh, dad, we're back. And it's like a bunch of like disformed sewer kids.
like this formed Psy Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, just from just from the sperm you drop in the toilet or somewhere else. It's like, oh my god, they're here.
Yeah, I never thought about
They're
that.
here for my
I never
money.
really thought about that. I think my only like one of my fears was like public restrooms and possibly
Hmm.
ever like catching something from a public restroom.
Ooh.
Some like yeah. I didn't want to be like have like a freak accident or something.
Yeah, just get like
So,
STDs, HIVs, just on
yeah,
a
yeah,
bad toilet seat.
yeah. So I try to avoid public restrooms as much as possible. But that's one of my fears, and then also heights. I don't
Oh,
like
I hate
heights.
heights, man.
I don't like heights. I've been trying
Dude,
to like
it's awful.
overcome it by doing some climbing here and there, going on the roof. You know, still terrified, man. I don't know. Like, did you see the guy
No.
climbing a skyscraper on Netflix?
Yeah, he had like no safety thing on, right?
No harness, nothing, just climbing. Just I'm like,
I couldn't be me, man. I
oh my
saw that.
god,
I was like, cool, good for him. I'm tuning out, man. I'm not watching this.
yo! I went to a hotel before, and like how it was designed is that the middle of it is like open, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a corridor, and you walk around, and the entire middle of it is open, so you can see down to like kind of like a lobby area or bar area. So it goes all the way up to like I think like the ninth floor. So I think my room was on like the seventh floor. And so you're walking and the rail is there. I'm like hugging the wall. I'm like, oh shit, like this is this is insane. So I don't know, but I never I wasn't scared of heights when I was younger, which is crazy.
It happens, dude.
It
You
just
grow up and you
happened.
have like it's a natural fear. I feel like heights is a primordial fear. Even I'm still scared of heights today. Me and the wife we went to Japan last year, and we went on a Ferris wheel, and that freaks me out because you're like hundreds of feet in the sky.
Yeah,
The Ferris because of the wind, it's like shaking a little bit. I'm like,
shaking
oh
a
my
little bit.
god, I'm gonna die. That's it.
Funny enough,
I'm gonna be that guy.
I prefer being on a Ferris wheel than a roller coaster.
Both equally dangerous, I'd say.
I guess because I've done Ferris wheels lately, but not roller coasters. I'm kind of cool on roller coasters, and I don't know if it's a rational fear, but I do not like water parks or going through the slides that are completely covered.
Same. I mean,
I have a
but if it's
fear that
not completely covered, I'm also scared I'm just
I'm
gonna like
okay.
fly off.
I'm okay with that. I feel like I could like get my
Ah,
get myself out of that. One that's completely
yeah, just
covered,
sprout wings. Yeah.
yeah, I can get out of that one. The one that I'm scared of is like I go down, but I go down before somebody pretty husky, right? And then
Hmm.
they get stuck. Now I'm stuck. Then somebody's behind me, and now we're all stuck in this tube underwater.
And then like the person behind you crashes into you and like breaks your back. It can
Yeah, and
get
this is
worse and worse and worse, and you
yeah,
suffocate. It's
yeah. I
I
don't
feel
like
like
it
these fears never existed when we were kids, but now as you're older, it's like
because
ooh.
now when you were a kid, bro, I used to think like, yo, how do people get poisoned? Just spit it out, man.
Just
Like, what
spit
do
it
you
out.
mean? Just spit it
Why
out.
don't you
Like,
just
how
like
does
start
poison
flexing or
work?
something?
Yeah, what are you doing, man? Dying from poison? That's insane.
Yeah,
So,
now like the gout's like around every corner.
yeah, it's just no. Now it's like I don't even want to swallow gum. You should swallow gum all the time. Well, you know, when you're younger, you didn't care about shit. I'm
I used
looking
to
up some
swallow
of the fears.
marbles.
That's insane.
Yeah. It was, I mean, only like
That's
4 marbles, and it was just like,
just swallowing them.
yeah, not like on purpose. I used to like put it in my mouth and spit it like really fast. But I think there's like an occasion where I accidentally swallowed a couple, and I was like, ugh.
I I feel like it's one time I accidentally swallowed like a mango seed, but it came back up. It just got stuck and it was like, oh,
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah.
It
Yeah, I
happens.
probably would be dead. Yeah. Because back then, when you're younger, you're just like eating every possible part of the mango. So, I'm kind of eat mangoes a little differently now. Um, I'm looking up some of the irrational fears. People have a lot of fears of like animals.
I'm looking at it too. Top 10 common phobias. Number 1, spiders.
Yeah, I'm not scared of spiders, but like if it catches me off guard, it's like a whoa,
Whoa, my
didn't
God.
expect that. You know, and then
Yeah.
it's like now I have a certain idea of how big a spider should be. So if something gets bigger than that or hairier than that, I'm like, all right, this is a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you know, depending on the spider too, I'm not like super knowledgeable, but there's some that are like poisonous or venomous, and it's like, dang, like you know, if it's a black widow, man, that's gonna ruin your day,
I
if
think you're probably
that.
dead.
So,
I saw
ooh,
well, it's two stories I saw about snakes. It was one where a girl she picked up a snake and she thought it was one type of snake, ended up being another type of snake, and she ended up in the hospital for a while. There was another one, I think she was a reality star, where she got bit by a snake in her home and she ended up dying. Yeah. So,
yeah, got to be knowledgeable on some of these things. Like at least know like the poison, venomous ones that are common in your area. Like
yeah, I mean, I
I
guess
I grew up around a decent amount of snakes, so I'm not like scared of them. I feel like people can beat snakes.
I
The
think it's
common
just
man
like it
can
catches
win.
you off guard. I think the
Yeah,
common person is afraid of snakes because they don't see snakes often. So
yeah, it's
seeing something
rare,
that's like that long, it moves weird, you don't know if it's poisonous,
pretty
immediately
fast.
you're like, I don't know what to do with this. So yeah, snakes are scary. What's the other one?
Next
What's number
up,
two?
fear of heights, then fear of
Okay.
flying, and then fear of dogs. Surprisingly enough, number 5, fear of dogs. What is this list? Huh?
Well,
It depends on the dog. If we're gonna get
it
hate on this
depends.
one again. If it's a
Okay,
pit bull, ooh, I can kind of see it.
don't say that.
Yeah, the P
Here's
word.
what I say. When I was younger, I had a fear of dogs, but that's because of how I grew up and where I grew up. It was like a lot of dogs. Okay, it was a lot of stray dogs. People
Yeah,
were fighting dogs. It was always like dogs everywhere, right? So dogs, I got bitten by so many dogs, right? So it's just like, yeah, if I see a dog, it's automatically like,
fight or flight.
it's a threat. Yeah. So that's different. But I think in general, I don't know.
Yeah, in general, I'm not scared of dogs, but it's like it depends on how friendly the dog is. Like, you know, even with pit bulls, you know, we throw some stones at them, metaphorically, not like physically, not real life, but you
We're about
know,
to clip you out.
yeah, they're gonna clip that. Like, they throw stones at
They
dogs.
start those at pit
It's the
bulls.
Chinese, huh?
Cancel them. What's the plan behind that?
But
Flying,
yeah,
I get
I grew
though.
up around pit bulls, so I've seen good ones, I've seen bad ones, but generally,
Yeah.
yeah. If there's one dog to fear, it's probably just those.
Fear of flying, I get.
Yeah,
I flew recently, and I'm not really okay. I did experience really bad turbulence, and turbulence is scary, right? Because you have no control. The plane is shaking more than normal. You know, you're just hoping it stops. Because just like if things go wrong, it's like that's it, right?
yeah, and then you're just gonna
Um,
fall to your death.
yeah, then that's it. You're done. My only thing about flying that there's a somewhat of a fear is like the takeoff and the landing. That's it.
Dude, especially with the news lately, I feel like whenever you hear about a plane
Yeah,
crashing, it's usually during takeoff or landing. Like
Yeah,
there
it's
was like
like
one plane that like ran into a wall or something like last year. It was
I try not
insane.
to I try not to look up at or see plane stories because I'm just like I don't want to overthink this. But
Yeah.
takeoffs and landings, I'm always like, okay, you know. And some pilots do an amazing job where I don't even feel the landing. I'm like, oh my god, that was amazing. Then there are other pilots. I'm like, holy crap, man! Like
What's
they were
going
just
on here?
look, it just dropped out of the sky. Slow down,
When did you
man.
get your license, man?
Oh my god.
Get him out of
So
here.
yeah, I that's my only fear of flying, just a takeoff and a landing. Generally, I'm like, I'm okay with it.
I try to sleep through everything, so I don't even
Yeah, I
notice
typically don't
the
sleep. I don't
landing.
sleep the night before, so I sleep through the flight typically
It's because there's
until
nothing to
like
do up there, minus like watching movies.
yeah, I tried that this time. And I watched some of a couple movies.
Some
Wasn't
of a
that bad?
couple. Yeah, it's funny how that
Yeah,
works,
because I
right?
didn't
Like
watch
I
an
can
entire
never
movie.
watch an entire movie. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah,
snippets, right?
yeah. So I
Yeah.
watched like Now You See Me Now You Don't. Watch some of that. Then I watched some of Nobody 2.
Yeah, and you're gonna go back and watch the first one.
Then I'll go back and watch the first one. Then we'll finish the second one. But I don't know. I was a bit disappointed in Now You See Me Now You See Me Now You Don't. Because I was like, were these movies always this cheesy?
They were
Like
always that
maybe
cheesy. I have
I
not
was like,
watched the recent one, but the first two on a rewatch, it doesn't really live
yeah,
up to what I remember. So it's like one of those things in the
yeah,
beginning, right? Like I remember I had good vibes
good
when I
vibes.
first watched it. I don't want to go back and ruin that. So maybe I just don't touch that series again.
Yeah, I was like,
Maybe it's better left in the past.
okay, maybe because I'm flying right now. I don't know. Didn't love it, didn't hate it. I was like, I'll just come back to it at some point. Um, did you watch the Super Bowl?
No, I'm not a big sports guy in general, unless it's
You
like
don't watch
Oklahoma related.
the commercials at all? The
No,
halftime performance?
I've heard about it and I didn't watch though.
Yeah.
What's the consensus? How'd you like it? You loved it, right? I remember you when it was going on, you sent me a bunch of W's in the chat, and I was like, "Whoa, Brago's loving this, dude."
Yeah, I sent you
Hell yeah,
W's in Spanish
yeah,
with an accent.
yeah.
W. Uh, I liked it.
Okay,
I liked it.
nice.
Like I said, typically when I'm watching the Super Bowl, it's a little bit to a lot of inebriation. So
What?
yeah, yeah. So any type of rhythm or music that comes on, I'm typically okay with. And I did not understand anything Bad Bunny was saying
I heard
last
a lot of
night.
people had no idea what he was saying, so
No,
that's
but you
fair.
felt it, man. But you felt it. And it's so much controversy around the halftime performance because, you know, I think he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah,
So, I think Jake Paul came out and said something like he's a fake American citizen or whatever, whatever. And then you had people that were like turning it off because it wasn't a true American.
I
And
think it's
then,
because they like made comments about America beforehand that weren't like positive. So it's like, why are we having him here? There's controversy everywhere you look, really.
but
So
he's
I tend to stay
American
away
though.
from it.
Yeah, but he's American. You know what I
Is
mean?
he?
Like
Yeah, I think he is, right? It's funny because I've
I
listened
mean,
to Bad Bunny before. He's gonna be a Spider-Man villain, isn't he?
is he? I
Yeah,
didn't hear about
I
that.
heard he's getting like a Spider-Man villain movie. Yeah, I'm looking at it. He's gonna be in a standalone Marvel Spider-Man movie. He's gonna be El Muerto.
Okay, that's cool.
Oh, never
I'm trying to
mind.
find this.
He got kicked away from that role in 2023.
Ooh,
Yeah.
is it because of his comments about America?
I doubt that's it. No, it says scheduling conflicts and production delays, and he departed with the movie in 2023. Damn, I was wondering where it went. I remember that was just so funny hearing about. Because I actually do listen to Bad Bunny on the side, like, well beforehand. He's like
Um,
the Spanish guy, you know?
Yeah, he's like the new Ricky Martin and
Yeah.
Daddy Yankee. I feel like he's
I've
bigger than them though.
I have
He
no
just won a
idea what he's
Grammy.
saying half the time. But let me tell you, I like his music
Yeah,
generally.
he's Puerto Rican, and like Puerto Rico was part of the United States. So unless you don't
What we
consider
need to
Puerto
do,
Ricans Americans,
I think it's because it's so far away. What we need to do is we need to put a magnet off the coast of America and a
bring
magnet on
them.
Puerto Rico and just bring it like closer. I feel like if we did that, it'd be like, then we'd really consider it one of
What about
us.
Hawaiians though? I mean, they're
Hawaiians?
close
Oh, there's like an
enough.
underground tunnel or something that leads to Hawaii. I've heard about that one.
Yeah, but yeah, actually,
That's good.
I actually hear about that. Uh, I know Hawaiians hate like saying they hate Americans is interesting, but just hate tourists because it makes it harder for natives.
That's
So they
also
tell
like a
people, to,
very divisive thing I
yeah,
realized. Because some
yeah,
Hawaiians are
yeah,
like, yeah, we live off of tourism, and then some are like, but we hate tourists. And it's like, you
yeah, because
know,
it ups everything for them, ups the prices for natives. I don't know. I think like
but
I
also natives get rich off of it too. So it's depending on who
well,
you ask there, they either love it or
well,
hate
also a
it.
lot of people get rich off of Hawaii that aren't from Hawaii, where
Yeah.
they build resorts and stuff in places where it's just like, they're not from there. But that's kind of like,
That's
you
everything
know,
though. Like if you come
that's
to
how the world
America,
is.
you can ask one person how they feel about America. They're like, I love it. Then you ask the next person, I hate it. You're never gonna get like a concise answer that speaks for everybody. There's always a
I
lot of
do
nuance
think
there.
I do think there isn't as much pride in Americans as around the world.
We need to
What do you
bring
feel
it
about that?
back. What we need is like a actual superhero.
I feel like you ask Americans about America, oh shit, it's terrible. You don't want to be here. And it's like, okay. And I feel like if you ask other people that are in other countries about their country, like, oh, it's my country. I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah.
You
Like I
know?
said, it
It,
depends on who you ask in America though. I think there's a lot of people who do like it. It's
there's
just
a
like
lot of
not
people
as
that do like
vocal.
it.
I feel like there's like so much pushback for saying you're like pro America. So that's generally why
Because
people
that
don't
does that
say it.
mean I think because people think if you're pro America, you're pro like everything that America comes with.
Yeah.
And even the president.
Yeah, and it's all like very
Which
divisive.
yeah, I mean politics in general is divisive. So it's just, it's tough. But I wish it was just more pride in where that Americans would have in just like where they came from.
We should have
I
the
just say
same pride that Japan has in America, where we're getting like freaking stars and stripes and All Might and stuff. Like I said,
yeah.
we need a hero, dude.
I think
We
it's
need a
so
Captain
weird
America out
because
there.
when I'm outside of America, it's more people like I hear like more positive things outside of America than in America.
Oh, same.
Where like the perception of it is like, oh my gosh, like you guys have this and this. You're so lucky, you know.
Yeah.
So it's just, I think it's just one
It's
about
it's always like the
perspective.
grass is greener, right?
Yeah,
Like home country of Laos, man, they're still technically a third world country out there, you know what I mean? So it's funny,
yeah,
like not a lot of people have internet in Laos. It's very dirty over there, and it's like a lot of them wish they could come to America. And it's like I said, when the shoe's on the other foot, you think it's better, but yeah,
yeah. I mean,
it's
there are a lot of
tough.
people that try to move out of America, move to like the Philippines and Panama and
Would
all
you
these
ever move
different
out?
places. Um, I think I'd like to be kind of 50-50,
Yeah.
where it's like half the year I'm in America, half the year I'm like in the Caribbean or something.
Okay. Just for like the
Yeah.
diversity, or just like to switch it up a little bit.
Yeah, to switch it up. To switch it up. Like
Yeah.
so the cold has kind of grown on me. So I don't despise the cold. What I don't like, though, I don't like snow. And I don't like
Oh, is it
ice.
cold where you live in America?
Yeah. It's
Oh.
like my yard is like an ice skating rink
Oh
for the
my
past two
god.
weeks. Yeah, this has been crazy because we
For
had
the
that
past
crazy
two
storm.
weeks?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like
it's
an
like
ice
80
skating rink.
degrees over here, man. I just went for a walk and everything. That's so
No,
funny.
no, I'm like dodging black ice.
Damn,
Fell a few
dude.
times. Yeah, yeah, it's pretty bad over here. I mean, schools were closed for like a week and a half, and they've been opening like 2 hour delay like every day. It's been crazy.
That
So,
sucks.
so yeah, so I don't mind it being like I like fall. I like it up until like November. You know,
Yeah.
like where it's not too cold. It's like just enough. It's chilly. You can just like have a fire. It's
Just
great.
throwing like a little jacket and you're fine.
Then you're great. When you get to like late December, January, February, then
It's like in the
it's
negatives, the single
like
digits.
no, it's too
It's
much.
awful, man.
I randomly a YouTube video popped up with this guy. He was camping somewhere, and he said it was like negative 20 degrees, and um, I guess he heated up his food. He heated up his food, and he said he has to eat it really quickly, or it's going to get cold. And then he said he was trying to boil water for the past like 10 or 15 minutes, and it's not coming to a boil. And so he was like, yeah, I'm feeling less confident about this camp. I think I'm
Maybe I
just
should
gonna
just go
go
home.
back. Yeah, he said he's gonna leave all his equipment and go back through the woods because it was like a lot colder than he expected. And I was like just trying to fathom trying to boil water and it not coming to a boil
With the fire.
because it's so cold with the fire.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
one of
okay,
those things. It reminds me of what like the old man versus wilderness and shows like that,
yeah,
where the hot rumor and the theory is that when they turn off the cameras at night, when they pretend to go to bed, they just go to a hotel. It's like I could see that, man.
I can see that because
I do
it's
it.
entertainment.
Yeah,
I'll do the same thing because
F
like
it.
I've been in like I don't know 2 degrees feels like negative something, and man, I feel like I was dying, man.
Yeah,
I feel like it was.
you saw like the
Like,
Grim Reaper approaching you,
oh my
hiding
god,
behind a tree.
oh my god, and there's nothing worse than when your hands get like really cold and then you go in the house. Yeah, the worst thing to do is like wash it, but like,
Oh, like the static
oh
shock and like the
yeah, it's
yeah.
terrible. So like being in negative 20, negative 30, I can't,
I don't know how the
I can't
Eskimos did it,
imagine that.
man.
I mean, they found a way.
They
They
found a way,
found a
dude.
way.
They should have
So
just left and went somewhere else back in the day, man. You don't have to live over
sure
there.
they, sure they probably tried and died.
I think
Like
some
that's why.
tried and died, but I also think some of them are just like, well, your ancestors were here, we're here, we're just living
That's
it up.
why I worry about people that um they intentionally and they choose to climb Mount Everest. They say it's like a tourism site now because of how many people are climbing it.
I mean, the base is definitely has always been like a tourist site, but as far as people climbing, yeah, it's always been a thing. And then you hear about
No,
like the stories of people dying up there, going missing, the fact that there's poop all over the mountain because there's nowhere to dispose of your waste. It's like,
right. And dead bodies you're walking
yeah,
over, right? And there's cost. You have to pay to do it.
yeah, if you have like a guide, right? A
Yeah.
Sherpa, I think they're called.
This says 35 to 60K. And that doesn't include permits and fees,
That's
apparently.
definitely one of those rich people hobbies that I think I could just never get into. Even with all the money in the world, I don't know if I'd want to do that. Like if I just had like to choose between climbing Mount Everest or losing a year of my life, I might just lose a year of my life. Like I think I'm good.
I do think it's rich people problems where it's like you get to a point where like you just want to feel something. It's kind of like the
Yeah.
people that went into the submarine, right?
Oh my god, that was the worst submarine ever. If you watch
Yeah,
videos of that submarine, it looks like you could probably build that in your backyard for like $10.
didn't look
It was
sturdy.
so
They,
poorly put together.
the good part is when they talk about it, they say that they died instantly. They didn't even know they died.
Yeah, pressurized and just exploded in like a millisecond.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's just you get to a certain point and you have so much money, you've done everything, you've been everywhere. What can I do to feel something? So,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not saying that I would ever do something
What's the
like that, but
craziest thing you'd do if you had a lot of money?
if I had a lot of money, the craziest thing I'd do, I think the craziest thing would be like visiting everywhere in the world,
Oh,
but I want to see like a lot of it. Like,
how
I want to
dangerous,
like really
Brago.
see everything. Like Russia.
Nothing's wrong with Russia.
Like, eh,
Okay. I mean, if you're going as a tourist, it's not bad.
yeah, I think Russia. Mexico,
Mm,
like
India.
South America, India, China,
That sounds fun. Just
North
visiting
Korea.
everybody.
It sounds fun,
Machu
but it's
Picchu,
like I can understand like certain places where it's like maybe
Madagascar,
not maybe not a good idea. But I think that like as far as like intentional danger, I
Rwanda.
would say like something I could bring my mind to doing that would terrify me would be skydiving.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
I'd
like
probably
I'm
do it one time.
generally very competent, but I just feel
Yeah,
like, autismo mode would activate while I'm in the air, and I'm just gonna like miss the hook or something like that giant like
yeah.
pulley string. I'm just gonna like not know
You gonna
where the
pull it
hell
too
it's at,
early?
and just be like, "Well, I'm cooked, guys. I'm done."
This guy I used to work with, he used to skydive all the time. So I'm
Yeah,
like, what did you do this weekend, man? He's like, oh, I went skydiving. So he went skydiving so much that he got his I don't know what it is, a permit, whatever the hell he got. We can do it himself now because he used to have to do it with somebody. So he could do it like jump out of the plane by himself. And I was like, why do you do this? He's like, I don't know. He's like, I did it as a bet the first time and I loved it. And I just couldn't, he said he couldn't replicate the rush through anything else.
yeah,
So he just kept going over and over and then kept doing different stunts. Now he goes by himself or he can jump out the plane by himself. So it's like,
he's chasing
it's
the
like,
adrenaline.
yeah, I think that's like how drugs are too,
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
you can get addicted to a lot of things that just like get your blood pumping.
where it's just so, the feeling you can't replicate it. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna try this drug again. And I'm like, maybe a stronger dose. And what's next? What can I try? So, it's certain things I kind of just stay away from. But I will, if I get to a certain point, I can see myself like skydiving. Just trying it. Like I think I would say having fears in life feels very limiting. You know? Like how many things do we not do because we're kind of scared? And I remember like when I was younger, because of my fear of dogs, I wouldn't take certain paths. So I walked a long way around just to avoid like this particular dog or like I was
Just
just like, man,
a
this
bad
shit.
dog in the neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm like, this shit is stupid,
Fucking
man.
Yonko territory over here. Just gotta go around.
Then eventually I was just like, I'm just gonna prepare. I came with a big stick.
We're gonna
And
throw it or hit it.
the plan was to hit it.
Okay, I was about to say, would you like throw
No,
this
I
stick
wasn't
and
gonna
hoping it
throw
gets
it. I'm not gonna
distracted like
throw
a
my
video
weapon.
game?
I had rocks in my pocket and I had a big
Okay.
stick.
Damn,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
Put some coins in a sock and just roll it up a little bit.
I was ready. I was ready. I was terrified, but I was ready. Because it's a huge dog.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
and at this point I'm like 13, 12. Like so, I walk past and the dog, of course the dog isn't on a leash, it's in the front yard, starts barking. I'm holding the stick, I'm walking, and I shy towards it. And it kind of just like ran back a little bit, still barking, but didn't leave the yard. I was like,
You did it.
okay, that wasn't that bad.
And you
Then
conquered your fears.
another fear I had, like we used to ride bikes all the time, so it's like this huge like hill that like it would going down the hill, it leads into traffic, so it
Yeah.
wasn't recommended to go down the hill on a bicycle. Um, and so I did that, went down the hill on a bicycle, and I survived. Went through traffic and stuff. A lot of cars, a lot of horns, but I did it. So I guess I try to tackle my fears just so I don't feel like anything's holding me back. But I think fear is like a. I know a lot of people say fear is not real, but like it's kind of like it's super mental, so it feels overwhelming when you're in it.
I don't know. I don't think I'd ever like actively confront my fears, but I feel like if I had to, I could. But I would never like go out of my way like to just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this today because I'm like, I hate heights, so today I'm going skydiving. But if I had to like skydive or die, I'd skydive
Yeah, it's
or skydive for money. There was one point where somebody's gonna pay me money to like skydive, and I was gonna do it. I was like, yeah, why not? It's $100.
I think the only thing that'd be like difficult to kind of overcome would be like claustrophobia.
Oh, you're claustrophobic.
Where
Oh, you'd hate splunking then.
what's splunking?
Splunking is going into a cave.
Oh yeah. Hell no.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that?
I've seen videos of guys like trying to find different spots in caves, and they're like barely slipping through.
Yeah, then they get stuck and they
Uh,
die, and it's ooh.
I did see a story about this guy. This guy that got stuck in a certain spot, and they had to like they tried everything to try to get him out. And then he ended up dying.
You are
And
referring to what I'm assuming is called the Nutty Putty Cave.
yes, and they had ended up like closing it permanently.
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah,
died upside down. It was awful.
and then there's a video on YouTube about this girl that was stuck. I don't know if you ever saw that. She was
Nah,
stuck.
it's oh,
Yeah, she was
it's
stuck
awful.
under. I think her foot was caught under a building, and she was in the water, and they recorded it, like, cause everybody's trying to get her out, and like, it's kind of creepy because her eyes had like gotten like her pupils had like taken over her eyes almost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like just black. I was like, this shit is. I don't know. I think it was like I was going down the rabbit hole of caves and shit.
It's like one of those memes of like, you look at it, you're like, oh my God, this is awful. And then you remember that you don't have to do this. Like, you don't have to go splunking ever in your life.
Yeah,
Nothing will ever require you to do this at all. You don't need this ability.
yeah.
You're not Indiana Jones, like it's fine.
Yeah, it was insane. It was like I was like, why are you recording this? Fuck. I forget the name of it. But she got trapped. They were recording it, just trying to ease her mind or ease her as she passed away. So yeah, yeah. So I kind of avoid certain things like that, but like I said,
Yeah.
I try to overcome certain fears.
Man, it's funny because you talked about like living half in America, half in the Caribbean.
Yep.
Me and the wife talked about it. If we ever had to like live somewhere else, probably just Japan. It's kind of nice over there,
Japan,
low crime rate, very small, very walkable. I feel like it'd be a nice place to
Yeah.
raise a family, but citizenship is really, hard to get over there. So I feel like it's more of like a pipe dream, but it's just nice to like imagine.
I think I'd want to like
Very weeb central.
yeah, I'd want to. And this is like a weird thing where I'd want to live in certain places for like 6 months,
Join the army, dude.
like a six
At that
month
point.
span of like, okay, I'm living here for 6 months and I'm going somewhere else for 6 months.
Yeah.
You know, um, like Spain for 6 months.
Just
then
become like
maybe
a rapper and go on
France.
tour.
That's like, yeah, maybe. But I think I want to be obscure though, just like real low key,
Wear
just
a
like
hat.
blending in with the natives.
Yeah.
Like yeah, like
Yeah, it's like you don't want to be noticed. You don't want to like talk to anybody.
like
Just live your life.
yeah, because bro, like when you think about it, like every time I travel, I'm like, yo, the world is enormous. Like it's so vast, and like we're stuck in this area, that we travel every single day. We go to the grocery store, we go to the gym, go to school, work, whatever. Then we go back home. We travel to like Mexico or something, and we come back, and it's like we kind of die where we were born, not really knowing about 99% of the world.
There's
It's
just too
crazy.
much. It's like
It's
it's like
crazy.
Gojo's domain expansion. There's just so much out there. It's paralyzing.
Yeah, I agree. But that's why you gotta like experience as much as you can, Like,
Yeah.
why not? So that's kind of the dream, I guess, to kind of visit as many places as possible. But
Damn, my dream is a lot
way
more simple.
was that? What's
Just
your
get like a little boat off the ocean and go fishing, man.
Well, that's
I'm
like
I'm a fisherman at heart. I would love to just catch like it's like the Sanji-esque dream. Just like, what? I'd love to catch like one of each fish. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I think the the dream that I would like to accomplish the most would be to have a house off the beach in the Caribbean. That I can visit anytime. But I want to have a pool as well. But the beach is like my backyard.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And
I feel
that
like a lot of people
yeah.
who live by the beach have their own pool.
Right. Right.
Because,
So if I want to
let's
get
be real. Nobody wants to deal with that effing sand, dude.
sand is annoying.
Sand, salt
can
water.
be very annoying. But the beach is like I would say this. The beach is the perfect place to go. Like if you want a good nap, go to the beach first. Go to the beach. You spend like 30 minutes in the water. You eat something, you shower, and then you be knocked out for hours. It just takes it out of you, man.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Love, love the beach.
Very scary at night, though, dude. That beaches,
Yeah.
they get dark as
Do
hell.
not go to beach at night. Do not go to beach at night.
It's like pitch black.
There's stories about like different folklore of things pulling you at night in the beach. So
Do you
a lot of
believe in that
people-
folklore?
I think so.
Okay, so oh wow, you believe in it.
I don't think, bro. It's hard for me to believe that we're the only.
So you think there's
Sentient
like
beings.
something supernatural out there in the world right now as we speak?
It gotta be.
You'd like to imagine, right? Like even if it's like minor, like Game of Thrones, where it's like, oh, every now and then like something is real. It's just
But I guess I think about it like lightning is supernatural.
is it?
Yeah.
How so?
That's how it feels. Where it's like it's hard to explain.
Okay.
Where it's like there's scientific reasons as to why it happens, but
Yeah.
it's like to recreate it on that scale is damn near impossible. Or like the moon.
You'd consider the moon
Or, like-
supernatural?
Yeah. Or the sun.
Huh.
You don't think that's crazy?
No.
The fact that there's
I
this
think this
big
is the first time I've heard anybody say that. I'm like, but I mean, hey, I'm not here to judge, so it's like, you know what, fair.
No,
sure.
it's like this big giant ball up in the sky that lights everything up, that just stays in place, that we
It's a
can't
ball of
get
fire,
near,
man.
but it's just suspended in the air forever.
See, I want something more supernatural. I feel like that's not crazy enough, man. Like,
I think we just gotten used to it.
I would want something like, I don't know, a time traveling kraken.
That's insane.
Yeah,
But it could be
when I think
possible.
of supernatural, I think of like, subhuman species, like the sewer babies I talked about, for example.
Okay. That's supernatural.
Yeah, when I think of
I
supernatural, I'm
kinda
like,
think-
oh, giants, or there's a guy in the ocean who has 5 eyes and he could speak 50 different languages.
I guess for me, it's like I'm bringing it down to like a more, I guess, understandable scale.
Yeah.
Where I think the human body is supernatural.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when they talk about like, when you get a cut or something.
Like everything, like
Like what your-
Osmosis Jones, for example.
Yeah.
Okay.
What your white blood cells does, like when something's wrong with your kidney, or like what your heart does when you're under stress, or like when you're cold, what your body does, or when you're hot, what your body does.
Okay, so essentially you'd consider something supernatural if you don't really have any control over it.
And
Or
it's
like-
hard to recreate it.
Okay.
Like we
Hey,
can't.
Hey, give it like 5 years. We're gonna have like
AI?
robot people just walking around. Yeah. I saw a video
Yeah.
of I think it was Cardi B or just somebody just twerking on a robot, and the robot was slapping the ass, and I was like, oh my god, it's evolving.
I did see something. I'm not sure if it's true. They said like a bunch of AI beings have created their own social media, and they're complaining about humans. Did you see that?
Yeah, okay. Some of them are people just also role playing too, but yeah, there is a AI social media network out there where AI talks to each other.
I think people are fucking around, man.
It's kind of funny though, man. You got to admit.
I don't think it's funny,
What I
Sai.
think, no. I think it'd be really funny if we put like let's say 300 AI robots and some technology on an island and just leave it alone and just come back in like 100 years and see what happened.
They would create the well. I think one
Let them roam.
they would roam, but they would think they need more space. They're
Yeah,
like,
and
why
then
are
we'd
we
have to
stuck
fight them
here?
one day.
Yes,
We got see
it's kind of like
the thing
Ultron.
is we fight so many wars against each other in this world, right? You know, countries fighting for land, religion, yada yada.
Right.
We need to manufacture, like actually manufacture a war, create it from scratch. Like maybe every world leader gets together and we're like, okay, this island, we're gonna give it to AI, and then in 30 years, we're gonna declare war. Oh, maybe that's the thing. We tell AI that in 30 years, we're gonna come back and kill every single bot, and then they have 30 years to prepare and like build. Like, just imagine how cool that would be.
I think it'd be cool unless you have to fight them, because the type of artillery that they'd create.
Everybody would have to fight him. And the thing is, what if they look so human? Because there's human like AI now. Like I've seen robots where they got like the people faces.
Yeah.
Imagine they start slipping like sleeper agents into society. Like, oh, you and Talia are dating. You married Talia. She gave birth to your kids. And then all of a sudden, the robots come in and Talia rips off her face and she's a robot.
I don't know, Sai. I think people are playing with fire when they start.
I say keep on playing with fire, man. Let's have fun.
I think it's fun until like we have an AI president, and like
No.
humans are like
Have you ever watched
discriminated against.
Psychopaths?
No,
It's a great anime. There's 4 seasons, and essentially it is society ruled by AI.
I don't know. I think it's going too far. Even AI, I've been seeing more pranks with AI
Yeah.
where they're in the grocery store. It's like, hey, they said they say you got to come to the office because you were doing this, and had the guy like stripping in his underwear. He's like, whoa, I didn't do that. That wasn't me. He's like, well, and
Here's a
then the
picture.
spouse is like, it looks like you.
I've
Like
seen
that's
those.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I don't know. I think we can. And nowadays, when I see something on Twitter, it could be like a feel good story. I don't believe it anymore. Like I'm like that's yeah.
No, it happened to me. We're getting to that point where AI is getting so good. And I've talked about this before
Yeah.
too, but like artists whose artwork is so seamless or it looks too fine, people accuse real artists of being AI artists. They're like, "Oh, this is AI
Yeah.
art," and then the guy's like, "No, dude, I made this, man. Like, this is not AI." Because back in the day, it's like, "Oh, if they have 3 fingers, if they got 5
Right.
fingers, 6 fingers, if
6
their hair
fingers.
is messed up, or if there's a line that's weird, it's like it's got to be
AI.
AI." But nowadays, it's like, no, it's human error. We're seeing like One Punch Man and One Piece even with Nasujuro. There's a couple of scenes where they have 6 fingers, and they're like, "Oh, it's AI art." It's like, nope, it's just a mistake, man. Mistakes are more
I
human
don't
than
know.
anything now.
I feel like the end is near, man. Because
No,
we're
dude.
experimenting with things that we don't really understand. I mean, that's how humans are. We kind of always push it a bit too far. I think we're gonna get in trouble. But I was
There's a
saying,
new
going
AI
back,
bot that Razer's releasing. Like tech company, gaming company.
what's it do?
It's like a cylinder, and you put it on your desk, and it's either an AI guy or girl, like anime character, and they essentially scan your room and everything you're looking at, and they just comment and talk to you. So it's like a genuine like AI companion.
I don't. Mm, I
It's
don't
like
know.
Cortana out of Halo.
But it feels like, do they have access to all this information? Because this was something that was going crazy on social media. Because Ring had a commercial, and the Ring commercial was I forget what it's called, Search Party. It's a new
Hmm.
feature where if you sign up for Search Party, the AI from the Ring camera can pick up on if you lose a dog or something, and it's connected to all the Ring cameras. So once it finds it through the AI, like identifies it, it notifies you where exactly the dog is.
That's
Which
cool as fuck. I know people are really, stickler about policy, privacy.
yeah,
I think that's cool.
yeah.
If I was a dog owner, or, we could extend this past that. If you got a kid that goes missing or somebody who goes missing, this is like amazing.
There are a lot of benefits, but there are also a lot of drawbacks.
Yeah.
It comes with privacy, where if like Ring can already do this, then more than likely we're already being monitored.
Yeah. I mean, at this point in time, you kind of assume you have no privacy online. Like, I bet your ISP knows everything about you, You can easily, like, cook up a profile. Like, oh, Brago looked this up. He looked that up. Okay, cool. We know who he is. We know everything he likes.
Yeah, we all have an FBI agent, but it's an AI FBI agent.
Dude, yeah. I hope mine is cool.
What if
I was put down by AI one day, hopefully they're just, like,
what do you think about this movie
badass.
script, right? This insane movie script. We all, at this point, we have an AI FBI agent. Somebody that monitors us, stays with us, everything we do. They're keeping track of it, our likes, our dislikes, etc., right? And then one day, this AI software gets corrupted, and so on that side, it's like the AI overlord is like, you're tasked with killing your AI, your AI person that you've been monitoring. We're gonna take over. But what's happened is a lot of people's AI companion, based on how they are as people, they've kind of grown fond of them. So instead of like trying to kill them, you have the AI companion going to warn them and help them escape the jaws of the AI overlord.
You got to pitch this to Hollywood. That sounds it sounds like a random movie you'd see in the theaters.
So here's the thing though. So what happens then is like your AI takes on something that matters the most to you. So it becomes like a weapon. It's like could be like your mic, right? Or like could be
Okay.
your cat, your phone. So that's like your weapon. Somebody's, necklace.
Oh, they should name the movie A plus I.
Ooh.
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 But the thing is though, like, there's some people that get convinced by the AI to join the side. So now they're using the AI companion to kind of hunt down the others that are opposing it. So it's like a war of the worlds almost. But it's like which AI is good, which AI is bad. Depends on how you are as a person.
Yeah. Depends on
Yeah.
what the government backs.
Yeah, it could get really crazy.
Yeah, I'd be like a bounty hunter going around hunting down these,
These AIs, the AI or the
these AIs
humans.
that fell in love with humans. Yeah.
That's insane. Um,
Get some
I
nice
don't
money
know.
out of it.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd be like a good piece of change for people hunting down these people that are trying to oppose the AI side. But I think we should slow down with the AI a little bit. It's getting out of control side.
There's no
It's
slowing
getting out of
down, man.
control.
There's only speeding up when it comes to AI.
I agree. You
It's one
can't
of those
stop it.
things.
It's
It's like,
already here.
if we slow down, other people aren't.
They're gonna
So
get
like
left
we're just gonna get
behind.
left behind. Yeah.
It's kind of like guns in America.
It's a weapons race.
Yeah, it's kind of like
Just back when guns
you can
first got
be all
introduced into the
against
world.
guns as you want, as much as you want in America. It's always gonna be a thing. So the
Oh
best thing to
yeah.
do is just get
Get a
yourself a
gun.
gun.
Yeah.
Get yourself a gun.
I got
Um,
3 just in case.
you gotta always have them in every important area, just in case. You never really know. You never really know.
Yeah.
Um,
Because it only takes one mistake for everything to go bad, right?
well, it's like that random thing that happened. I think we talked about it before. I'm not sure. The UPS, the fake UPS guy.
Yes. No, that's exactly what I was thinking about. Just one bad circumstance, boom. Whole family got cooked,
Yeah.
dude.
Did you see the video?
I saw the video.
That video was heartbreaking, man.
It's so sad with the kids, yeah.
Yeah, because it just left the kids there with the dead bodies.
Yeah, and then like what
At least it didn't kill the kids, but
the daughter like realized what was happening and then like closed the
Pulled
eyes
it.
of the
Yeah,
other kid and they'll
Yeah,
like
and try
call
to
the
pull him
police or
away.
went to the neighbor or
Yeah,
something. Yeah.
and they were like sitting on the couch when the cops came in. Like it was just that's traumatizing, like forever, you know. And the crazy part about that video is that they were walking away, like they were about to leave, and then the son like came and opened the door. Like I was like,
Dude, I couldn't believe
yeah,
that. And then you
yeah.
see the video of them interrogating the guys. They're like, "Hey, we know you like to hang out with this guy, and you were with him today." And it was like, "No, I've never heard the guy." Well, we have you on video. Oh, okay, maybe I do
I don't
know
think they
him.
didn't know Video was in the house. They had no idea
Yeah.
Video was in the
Like
house.
just the way they interrogated all three of those guys just made every mistake possible. Like they fell into every lie beyond guilty. Yeah. We need to just execute him,
I'm
man.
not. I don't necessarily believe in the death penalty, just
But
because you know. I
yeah.
think it's. I think we shouldn't take something we can't replace. But
I knew the butt was coming.
if there was a case that I'd lean, just
See, that's saying a lot. I feel like a good amount of people are against the death penalty. But so
yeah.
when you're like, "Well, but this guy, maybe we just, for me, some people are just going to be a net negative. Like, sure, we give this guy like 20 years in a cell, 30 years in a cell. He might come back a better guy, but I don't want to take that chance, man. Like this is not like you just stumbled into the wrong place and you made a mistake. This is a lot of mistakes cumulated together just into one tragic thing.
Yeah, I just think like the methods. Well, death penalty is just slippery slope because it's kind of like if you allow it, then it could get really messy to what crimes are. Then it's like, oh, death penalty. Where I don't know, I feel like it could get really just ambiguous. So I
Could
mean, I
just be
know the
like
death
take a
penalty still
life, lose a
exists,
life.
but what if you didn't do it?
You gotta have proof.
What if you find out, because it happens a lot, you find out 10 years later, oh, they were actually innocent.
Well, they must have had a lot of evidence stacked against them, or somebody really wanted to kill them. And the thing is, you can't save everybody. Like, what about the other 99% of people who got killed who actually did deserve it? We can't just, like, say, we can't do this anymore because one innocent person got cooked. I mean, you want to, like, learn from the mistakes, make sure that doesn't happen again, but you can't just, like, toss it out the window because of one bad
I
instance
think,
as
but
well.
but I think what happens with the death penalty is that I can see like people, the powers that be, possibly abusing it, where they're
Oh,
trying to
yeah.
hide
Yeah, it's,
hide something, and it's like there's somebody that's a whistleblower, but they know
yeah.
something. Oh yeah, this person killed 5
See,
people, so yeah, death
this
penalty.
only really works in an ideal society where like everything kind of works the way it's intended to. But
So I don't think it works.
yeah,
I don't think it works. I'm looking up like
ideally though,
methods of
let me
execution:
tell you,
lethal injection, electrocution, firing squad, nitrogen hypoxia.
what would you
That's
take?
insane. Lethal gas or hanging.
What would you do?
But the injection, right?
Yeah,
Stops the heart. Because electrocution, ugh. Firing squad, ugh. Um, nitrogen gas, where you're breathing in nitrogen, you're like choking, or lethal gas, or hanging.
hanging doesn't even kill you right away too.
Yeah,
Um,
so
I take other than lethal injection, I'd say firing squad.
they have
Like if you couldn't do lethal injection, what would you do?
oh man, because firing squad, like,
Not a guarantee that you'll die right away either. Yeah, no,
not a guarantee.
not a guarantee. Not a guarantee.
For
You
gas, I'm
hope,
just
but
choking.
yeah, gas.
Gas
Yeah,
and they're both gas
electrocution is like
methods.
the buildup for that
That's
one gets
no.
you.
That's no. Oh fuck! Probably firing squad.
Yeah, you don't want to get hanged.
I hope I get. I hope somebody hits me with a headshot
I think
like
they're
right
trained to
away.
aim at like a certain spot. And then
don't
like
know.
some of them have like dummy rounds. I don't even know, man.
They have global. They have the global methods include hanging, shooting, beheading.
Depends on how they behead you. Because if it's like one clean thing, maybe. But I know there's like back in the day, there's like a lot of beheading methods where they do it a couple of times to like really get you, or they miss, and it's like, oh,
What about seppuku?
no, I wouldn't want to do seppuku.
Because seppuku
That's
typically
awful
like you
too.
stab yourself, but then there's somebody to like finish you off, right?
Yeah, somebody finishes you off afterwards. It's
Yeah.
funny we're talking about like all these random topics. I don't know if you saw it. My TikTok is fried. I just get nothing but brain rot memes. Apparently, there's like these really popular, like 8-year-old kids
Mm-hmm.
who are like popular through Fortnite or Roblox or something, and they have like a podcast. Well, it has like millions of viewers, mind you. Like they're very popular amongst like the youth, and their podcast is so funny. And just us talking about like random bullshit reminds me of it because they're just like, "Hey, what'd you have for lunch? McDonald's." And they're just, I don't know.
So they're 8-year-olds?
Yeah,
8
just
years
like
old?
a podcast with a bunch of 8-year-olds. And I just saw clips of people memeing on them. It's like, bro, what could you possibly like hear about in this podcast? And they're just talking about like
here's the
chicken
thing.
nuggets and stuff. And yeah,
I think
Sydney
a lot of
Sweeney.
people don't really care about what they're watching. They just want to be entertained.
Yeah.
Like, I say this. I saw this on Twitter where this dude had a duck following him. And so I went down a rabbit hole of like this duck. So he's on TikTok. The name of the TikTok channel is Ducktavius.
That's a good name, Ducktavius.
So yeah, she had this duck. Duck was following him around. He's feeding it. It was like his dog. And apparently Ducktavius got taken by the wildlife preserve. Or something.
No, dude. Fuck those guys, man.
Yeah, so Ducktavius was growing up. He had a following, and then all of a sudden, Ducktavius got taken away, man.
Dude.
Which I'm like, why?
It
I'm
happens,
sure they're
man.
like
remember
reasons, but
2 years ago when there was like a TikTok creator who had a squirrel, and then I think the city of New York took it and killed it.
But my thing is like, out of all the issues we have going on, everything that's going on, Ducktavius is at the top of your list where you have to step in to stop this. It's like, come on, man. Like, leave him alone.
That's like low priority.
I understand if you have like I don't know, like a chimp or a wolf or a tiger, some wild animal that you're like, this could be dangerous. What is a duck doing to other people? I don't know. Maybe ducks have diseases I don't know about, but like, damn. So and he said that
ducks have like spiral vaginas.
No, I've never seen duck pussy before, but that's interesting. I didn't know ducks had vaginas.
So ducks have like spiral pussies, and male ducks have corkscrew penises.
Oh
and the reason why is because ducks very often sexually assault one another. So females have it kind of like locked and keyed so that they've evolved to where they can't easily be sexually assaulted, for lack of a better word there.
So essentially, the female, her spiral pussy it's like a lock, and it only conforms to your corkscrew cock.
Yes.
That's amazing.
It is evolution at
That's
its finest.
fascinating.
Yeah. See, this is what I consider supernatural.
That is, but I'm saying like, right?
But it's supernatural, man.
That's supernatural side, but that's
Black
like part
magic.
of like, that's part of life though,
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's just so many random things out there when I see like an animal, like when they see the inside of a kangaroo.
Oh,
like,
the pouch
shit.
and how like fleshy it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it'd be
this
nice
is
and warm
insane.
in there. If I was
I'm
a
like, this
baby
is crazy.
kangaroo, I'd understand. I want to be in there too.
Yeah, it's like warm. You don't gotta walk.
It's usually like your mom or dad too, so it's it's
Yeah.
a family member.
There's a jellyfish that lives forever.
Yes.
The immortal jellyfish. That's not supernatural.
No. So, okay, for me, supernatural is like magic. Like, I don't think nature is honestly that supernatural. Like if we can explain
Really?
it, yeah, if we can explain it scientifically, I don't think it's supernatural. I consider something supernatural if there's like no explanation whatsoever. Like it's just a complete mystery.
So what's the explanation for an immortal jellyfish?
I'm sure you could just look up why it's immortal. I'm pretty sure I did this a long time ago. I mean, I just forgot. Why can
Let's
the
see.
immortal jellyfish live forever? It can reverse its life cycle through a process called transdifferation, essentially aging backwards by transforming from an adult jellyfish back into a juvenile pulp stage when stressed or injured. Then it starts its life anew, potentially indefinitely, though it can still be eaten or die from disease. The cellular programming allows it to bypass death from old age, akin to a butterfly turning back into a caterpillar. See, if we can explain it, it's not supernatural.
But the thing is, I don't.
Is it
Here's the thing.
wild? Yeah. But is it like magical? No.
But here's the thing with science. It's like they're just telling you what happened. They can't really explain what's going on, right? So it's just like, oh, it's what is it, transdifferation or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, well, the cellular process is just going backwards. Okay, how do you do it? Let's do it. Let's do it for humans then.
The structure of a jellyfish is very, very different from the structure of a human. So I doubt we can do that. But
That's the
I mean,
thing. Where it's just like,
but it's explained though. Like I don't know what more do you want from like this whole thing.
but I think it's just like telling us what happened as far as like, yo,
Yeah.
this is what they're doing. But it's like it can't be replicated.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that can't be replicated for humans, but that doesn't make it magical. Like
I
sharks.
think it's supernatural.
Sharks, like regrow their teeth when they lose them. I wouldn't consider that like supernatural.
I think that's amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. It's life. I wish we evolved like that, man. Like if there was one evolutionary trait that humans could get, what would you give us?
Uh, I would say the ability to adapt a bit better.
Ooh, like you go to like a desert and the people there have
Yeah,
like scales.
right,
Yeah. Oh, that'd be sick. Oh,
right.
we end up with so many different humans. Oh, you see like jungle monkeys? Or sorry, that's what we call like, Southeast Asians. And they got like tails or something so we can climb on trees.
I think you're channeling your inner Frieza.
Nah, dude, like, to anybody, I don't know if there's a lot of people out there. If you're like Southeast Asian, we're known as the jungle monkeys of Asia. It happens. I own up
Yeah,
to
I think.
my lineage.
Yeah, I think it's like for instance,
Live by the water, get gills.
people that can remember things like on an insane level.
Like photographic memory.
Yeah,
Oh, like make that more widely accessible to everybody.
yeah. But I think here's the thing. Here's a good and bad about memory, right? I think I would love to access every part of my memory bank whenever I want to, like
Yeah.
vividly. But I think if I could do that, I wouldn't be so intent on making new memories. You know what I mean?
Because you get hung up on the old ones.
You get hung up on the old ones. It's just I can just like access the things I've been through or gone through already. Like I'm good. I don't need to create new ones. I think the fading of memories is to make us continue living.
How about this? You die and then you drop a USB chip with all your memories, so like, people after you can like watch your memories. Or would you not want anybody else to see your memories though?
No,
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
not.
private. Oh
Absolutely
my god.
not. That'd be
Damn.
insane. That's why I think
I mean, that's
Kuma is
YouTube,
the
like
best
one
guy in the
day
world.
you're gonna be gone. You're gonna have like your, grandkids watching your YouTube videos of you in your prime. Is it not like, ooh, damn.
It's different though, right? Because it's like there's a certain limit to what I show, and I know I'm being recorded, right? As
Yeah.
opposed to like my private moments, all my fetishes are exposed.
Oh my god, like every single like masturbation session's just out there.
Every session, they're like,
Damn.
"What the fuck? What is he
Every like
watching?"
embarrassing moments that only you know about out
Right?
there. You
Every
get so
time you
cooked.
farted under the covers and smelled it.
Yeah. I once like took a shit at a park in my car in a towel, and I tossed it in a trash can in the park because I had nowhere to dump it.
Yeah. The times you shit yourself and nobody knew about it.
Yeah, it's insane.
All of that. That's why I'm like, yo, Bonnie's seeing all of Kuma's memories.
Yeah, do you think he filtered it out a little bit? Because I'm
No,
sure,
there's
dude,
no filter. It's
the thing
everything.
is, she must have witnessed her mom and Kuma getting through something.
I don't think they ever did anything.
You don't think
though.
they ever
You
did?
think, no. I think Ginny tried to give him a hand job.
For his sake, I hope he got something, man.
No, I think Ginny probably tried to give him a hand job. She looked like the type, and he just declined it. She like stumbled into the bathroom, was like, "Oops."
Okay, but if she says, "Hey, I really want this," I mean, a good guy can't say no.
I think he'd say no because of the fear of her having a kid.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I mean, just
maybe not. Maybe he would say, well,
take a
Kuma
risk.
seemed kind of green. I would say he'd probably say no to sex, but maybe not a blowjob.
Yeah, I could see that.
But he's a priest, though. That's kind of against the cloth, no?
Man, if Jon Snow could have sex with a wildling while he was a brother of the Night's Watch, Kuma can get a blowjob.
Did you see what that wildling looked like, Sai?
Yeah, they're married in real life. Yeah. I
think that's
season 5 right now. Love it.
That's always cool. Okay, I think it's always cool for some viewers when like two co-stars get married, but it's also I can just imagine how terrified some husbands and wives are when they hear about shit like that because it's just like, okay,
Yeah.
this is kind of weird. Because I was watching the your favorite movie of 2026. You told me about The Housemaid, and
of course,
Sydney Sweeney, like of course, like the movie's going on. I'm like, oh, she's actually dressing pretty modestly, right? She's not showing her tits, and then randomly, boom, titty time. I was like, she can't help herself. She cannot help herself.
I don't think it's even her at this point. It's gotta be like Hollywood where they're like, we know what sells.
No, but the thing is, I think she's at a point where she can decline. She's a big enough name.
But the thing is,
I think
why
she just
not
really
lean
thinks
into it. If you got that blessing, go for it.
I mean, they're pretty perfect.
Yeah, it's hard to
perfect.
really top it. Yeah, it's if you were to like have a percentile, she's like top 20 percentile.
Oh man, she has to be higher than that. No,
there are some crazy ones out there, man. Maybe top 10.
Yeah, but
top 10.
Oh, like top 10 percentile.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like there's some. This is about to sound crazy because there's some good ones, but like I'm probably the good ones that like they don't really move. That are real.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's not real, I feel like it gets marked down a lot.
They're disqualified.
Disqualified.
Yeah, you don't count if it's not real. Sydney Sweeney is a good one. What about like in Hollywood? Do you have a top 5?
For the percentile list or just in general?
In general.
Not really. I generally when I look at like Hollywood women, I don't like see a lot of like attractive ones per se. Or at least not my taste. Selma Hayek. I haven't seen her in a little bit. Selma Hayek. Not bad. Oh, she was in Yeah, The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
Yeah.
The only one I enjoyed back in the day, Kristen Stewart.
What?
What? What's wrong, dude? Yeah, I was a big Kristen Stewart fan. Yeah, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
Did Kristen Stewart even have like titties? Did she?
No. Like I said, we're not in the percentile list. It's more just overall.
Oh.
Yeah, we're talking about overall.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know what is up with you and Kristen Stewart. Oh. I guess they are out there. I don't know what is up with you and Kristen Stewart, but she's a bit odd.
Only seen her
She
in Twilight,
was.
really.
She was in a movie with Jesse Eisenberg, I think. I forget the name of the movie. Let me see. Let me
I don't
think
have
of
a lot of
some
like celebrity
random.
crushes.
A celebrity crush I had back in the day was Hermione.
Hermione. Oh yeah, like when you're a kid, you're like, Hermione.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Hermione.
I feel like I had one
Or
when I
like
was a kid.
Megan
Forgot.
Good. I liked Scarlett Johansson, the other Berlin girl.
Oh yeah, Scarlett
Um,
Johansson. Never a big
what's her
Megan Fox
name?
guy.
The Princess Diaries. Megan Fox, of course, in Transformers. Um, Demi Moore. This is going way back. In Ghost. Julia Roberts
Oh, this is
and Pretty
a
Woman.
random pull. Kate Beckinsale from the Underworld franchise.
Oh yeah. Oh, what's her
Yeah.
name from a similar franchise? Mia Djokovic.
Mia
I thought she was
Jokovic.
just yeah.
Oh, from Resident Evil. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I had the
Yes.
DVDs for those, man. I had the Resident Evil
Yes.
DVDs.
Yes. She was
Yeah,
one.
okay.
I was like,
Okay, see
whoa.
now we're finding middle ground. Okay. But the reason I brought up those
um,
kids earlier doing the podcast, because I wonder if people like look at us and they're like, oh, this is the same thing. What are these guys talking about?
what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
Partially, I think partially, but here's the thing though. I think some of the things we talk about, people think about, but they don't have an avenue to express it. To just think about it mentally, they don't really talk about it because it's weird, right? Like, I'm sure people have thought about like duck pussy before, but how do you bring up duck pussy at like a cookout?
Same with how would you want to be executed if you're gonna get killed? You know, like
Right. It's
these are
just
like
people
inner
are like you're
thoughts you don't
weird.
really conversate about unless you're at like at a bar or with the boys.
Yeah. Like or even anime. I think anime in general is very niche,
It
right?
was niche. It's
Where
getting
like
bigger.
it's getting bigger, but it's still not a like I don't bring up anime unless I'm sure somebody else has already watched some sort of anime. It's not like a general conversation thing yet,
Yeah.
right? It's like, "Oh, you guys seen Prison School yet?" Like we're
Yeah,
not there.
you know, you got to start like small. I remember I always get
You got to
disappointed
know.
whenever I talk to somebody. I'm like, "Hey, do you watch anime?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then I test the waters, like, "Oh, what's your favorite?
very
What are
shallow.
you watching right now?" And then
Very
they say,
shallow.
"Yeah, you know, I'm watching Naruto on Netflix." I'm like, fuck, dude, damn it, you
Yeah,
don't
it's
watch
very
anime,
shallow.
man."
Yeah,
God.
it's very shallow. So I don't initiate it. So it's like I let somebody kind of initiate it. Like, yeah, you know, I like. I'm like, oh, okay. And I kind of come off as like I don't, you know,
Yeah,
I'm
it's just
kind of like
whatever. Yeah.
whatever.
Anime?
Then they're like,
I've
yeah,
heard about it.
I watched Sentence to Be a Hero. I'm like, what? That's that's not a deep cut, but it's kind of a deep cut.
It is.
Okay, what else do you watch?
Because it's not
And
super
they're like, oh, I watch
mainstream.
Erased. Right, it's not mainstream. So if they talk about something that's not mainstream, I'm like, oh, you might know the ways, the force. So, you know, I kind of just let it come to me. I
What
don't
if
force it.
somebody says they watch anime and you ask them what they've watched? They've only watched ecchi. Like they do not watch no shonen, no psychological drama, like literally only ecchi.
I think I wouldn't tell them I watch anime.
Really?
No, because you don't like anime. You just like cartoon pussy.
Which we all do
And that's
to an
okay.
extent, but you know, some people more than others, right?
I feel like
It's like going to a buffet and you eat like a plate and you're like, yeah, I'm full, and then you see this guy at Golden Corral with like 50 plates. That's that guy.
I
It's like,
think
whoa.
I'm okay with fan service and never
Yeah.
seeing like actual nipples or pussy. Like just the idea of it is fun. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like
Yeah.
hoping to see like, oh my god, what does Lucy Hartfilia's titties look like? No. Like
Every chapter
You
of
know?
One Piece. When is Imu gonna rip off that shirt?
oh, does Robin have a bush? Like, no, I'm not.
I like to imagine they do.
That's
There's
not
no
a-
way they got razors, man.
I'm sure Robin is I'm sure she's beer down there. Nami, I think
I
Nami
don't
has like a
know, dude.
fuzz.
I feel like they both got
I think
fuzz.
Robin's beer. I feel like
You
Nami
know, you
does.
gotta imagine Robin grew up in O'Hara, big tree, lots of leaves.
Yeah, but she's sophisticated, you know? I think Nami's more like
I'd want to like dive through the forest and just like see the wisdom in there. I don't know. I feel like there's like weird symbology between like fuzz and historians. Like think about
okay.
any historian you know. They probably have just like a crazy bush.
Yeah, they don't have time to shave it.
Too busy reading literature, yeah.
But Robin is kind of like there's just so much time sailing, you know. I would think she'd, have the time to kind of just keep it clean. At least the runway.
Like a triangle.
Yeah. What if she
Okay.
has the O'Hara tree?
So this is my homeland. It's just fucking. It's just a tree of O'Hara. No. Oh, I
Yeah.
know something effing disgusting. It's a 3-leaf clover.
Perfect.
It's Professor Clover,
It's
man.
perfect. It's memories.
I might have to
It's
stop,
like a
man.
hobby. Right.
Yeah.
I guarantee, bro, after One Piece is over, Oda's gonna really reveal some very just raunchy, random
Yeah,
shit
we're gonna see this in
about
like
these characters.
some concept art. Like, hey, I thought about just
Yeah.
doing this, and here you guys go. Because Oda's a
He's gonna
gooner,
say that
man.
he's gonna say the town that like people have the most sex. If you had to pick one,
Hachinosu.
yeah, right. You're right.
Yeah, it's
Just
Pirates Town, man.
yeah, just drunk all the time.
Brothels, no
Yeah,
law.
it's just no laws. But the thing is, probably a lot of I would bet that the women that are there are probably ones you probably don't want to have sex with.
I mean, imagine just like accidentally running into like Katarina Devon at the night, you know?
But
Like
then
one night you're going to sleep, beautiful lady, next thing you know, it's Katarina Devon in the morning.
I'm
The
okay
devil
with that.
powers, man.
I'm okay with that. I'd marry that.
I
She
couldn't.
can turn into anybody. And she can protect me.
But it's what matters. What matters is what's underneath the surface, you know?
Nah, she
You
can
splash her
turn
with
into
water,
anything.
she turns back to normal, man. You can
Do you
never go
think
to a
she's gonna
hot
get to a
tub.
point where she's like, "Why you don't want me for me?"
Yeah, 100%. And that's a conversation for a different day.
I'm like, "Whoa! I didn't marry you for that, Katarina." I did. Speaking of marriage, we got a few more topics. I'm gonna get out of here. We're over our time.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Almost
What
over
do you
our
got?
time. There's something that happened recently. I don't know if you watch. Probably don't watch the show Power, but if
No.
three castmates, um, two castmates have a podcast. Two male castmates, and invited a
Okay.
female castmate onto the show just to talk about the podcast or talk about the show in different moments, etc. Um, so then one of the castmates was like, "Oh, I hear you're getting married. Are we invited to the wedding?" And then she was like, "Okay, we can talk about it." And she was like, "Well, you took me out your close friends after you saw I was engaged, and you unfollowed me." And so it turned into like this huge debate because one
Wait, is
guy
this
that
in the
took out a
show
close
or in real
friends,
life?
this is in real life.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Damn.
it's in real life. So the one that took out the close friends, he said he did it because he wanted to actually meet her fiance first and actually talk to him because like his close friends gets kind of wild and like having her in there is kind of like eh. And she was like, I don't know, I enjoyed it. It's not a problem. And then the other guy was kind of like, I don't know, Instagram be tripping. So then people, it was like a debate back and forth where it's like, um, why is she worried about like being friends with these guys and she's married? And then some people are like, yo, why do they feel like they have to unfollow her because she has a spouse? It's a weird conversation on both sides. What side do you lean on,
Yeah.
Sai?
Um, Yeah, I'm old traditional. Girls having a lot of guy friends, kind of a red flag in my opinion. Even if nothing's going on there, it's a little bit of a red flag. Sorry, guys. Call me
I
insecure, blah blah blah, whatever, sure. But it's how it
I
is.
I'm
As far
like,
as like unfollowing, it's a little bit odd because you've been following for a while, and I feel like for guys, at
and
least I
wait,
feel like this is
one
true.
part of context.
Okay.
One part of context. I think the one that unfollowed. I think they had like a thing.
Yeah. No, I was about to say that too. Like
Yeah,
you don't
and
really
she's
know the
8 years
intentions
older than
people
them too.
have.
She's like 8 years older than them.
The intentions people have, it's always hard to tell, but I feel like guys can usually sniff out what other guys want, right? It's like a shark
Right.
knows what a shark wants. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'll see girls, they're like, oh, this guy's just a good friend of mine. And I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. I think he's more than just that. Call me
Well,
crazy, but
I think to
this is
her
how it is.
it's probably true, but you know, we're guys. We understand intent. I would say this. Um, I think the only thing I'd probably have an issue with is like, why do you want to be in this guy's close friends if you're about to get married? Like, because we know what
Yeah.
close friends are. Like, close friends is just like a bunch of raunchy bullshit that you post. You know who's in your close friends. So it's like, why do you, as a married woman, want to be in a single man's close friends? I I didn't get that. And then also, I do see the sentiment of like, um, guys unfollowing when a woman gets engaged because it happens all the time, right?
Yeah.
But I think we got to be real, man. Like a lot of these women know why guys are following them
Oh yeah. I mean,
because you look good.
okay, wait, no, no, no. Some people are a little bit oblivious.
You think so?
Yeah, I think some women are just absolutely oblivious. Some of them know. Yeah, sure. But I think some of them really just have no clue.
They get 10,000 likes when they post their tits, but when they talk about anything from their brain, it barely gets 100. Why do you
Hmm.
think people are here? I don't know. I feel like it's obvious. I I feel like if I'm in that situation and somebody I used to mess with get engaged, I think it's kind of like, what if we don't talk? Why do I still follow? What's the point? I
I just do it
guess
because I
I
know
guess
them,
we're
but I never
I guess we're
interact though.
friends now, right? I guess we're friends, but like, can we ever really be friends after that?
Yeah. Just like
It's
I
weird.
feel like casual, like, hey, how's your birthday? Happy birthday. See you later.
Happy birthday. I think it's I don't know because I put myself on the other side. Because if like a random guy just DMs my girl and it's like, "Hey, happy
Happy birthday.
birthday,"
Yeah, no, same, same, same,
I'm
same,
like, "Who
same.
is this guy?
Who the fuck is this guy, man? What the hell? Who does he think he
Who is this
is?
guy?"
No, I feel the
Right?
exact same
Telling you
way.
happy birthday. Your birthday is already happy. He doesn't need his happy to be happy. What the fuck is going on?
Who are you, the happy
So
police? Get the fuck out of
like
here.
the fuck, you know. Everybody
You know
tries to
people aren't
like.
gonna like this take though. Some people are gonna
They're
say you're
not.
just like
It
very
is what it
insecure.
is.
But it's like, dude,
They'll
I'd
be
rather
all
be
right.
insecure than just like fucking, I
Stupid.
yeah. We all know what
I
most guys want, dude. Come on.
I think there's a world where you can exist where you can have uh it's tough. It's tough. Having like platonic female friends is difficult. But like I think that works when you're invested in their their relationship. Like if you respect the guy, if that makes sense. Or you know the
Yeah.
guy.
It feels like a big friend
You
group
know?
beforehand.
Yeah. Where it's like, you know, yeah, I'm not gonna do like there's nothing there. It's just literally just friends. I think it's difficult though. But it is possible.
Yeah.
But I think it's harder for the guy that she's with to accept that we're just friends. Which is like,
I mean, that's
no, I
generally
don't.
how it is.
Yeah. But, the guy that she's with is gonna automatically assume is he really your friend or You want something else.
I mean, and I feel like it goes the same way for girls, right? I bet there's girls who are also like, oh, you have a lot of girlfriends that you just hang out with. Weird.
I don't have a lot of girlfriends.
Exactly. Yeah, me neither. Because again, I feel like if the shoe was on the other foot, it'd be the same thing where it's like, oh, like why is my husband hanging out with all these girls who are just single? Weird. Why is she saying
we're just
happy
friends.
birthday?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're just friends.
Yeah. We're just friends. We're just friends. Come on. She's just a nice woman. Come on. Yeah, drop that line. Try not to get killed.
What are you thinking? She's just friends. We're just cool, man. Yeah, so it became a huge debate on the internet because people picking both sides. So I think
there's
funny.
one side that's right. There's the other side that's either oblivious or they just haven't been through a lot of relationships. I don't know.
The people that's on the other side, which is probably the minority, are people that probably have, and this is the minority again, they have relationships with men that are strictly platonic, and it's worked for them, right? But I think that's not the norm, because it's funny. Like, I saw something. It was so random, and I was like, it was like this. It's like this girl, right? I saw on Twitter, and I don't know. Sometimes just go down the rabbit hole, but she posted herself and another guy. She posted herself, another girl, and another guy, and then somebody commented. It was like, "Oh, are you guys like poly?" And she's like, "What?"
That's funny.
She's like, "What? No, we're just friends. Like, we're just all just really just friends. That's it. Nothing more." Right? And like when somebody like goes out of their way, just friends, nothing more. And the guy commented, was like, "Yeah, that's just a homie, blah, 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 blah." Right? And then I think she put like a lock or something, like something really friendly, right? To not really get it misconstrued. Just really friendly. I think the other girl put like a heart or something, and she put a heart. So it's just like, okay, kind of understand the dynamic here, right? So then, bro, randomly on my Twitter feed, like a quote tweet pops up about like, it was like a quote. It was like a saying. It was just like when your friends. When you and your homegirl can have friends, when you and your homegirl can have sex and still be friends after.
Oh my god.
And then the same guy like quote tweeted and put like fire emojis. I was like,
they're poly. No, they're 100% poly. They just don't admit it. It's all that is.
I was like,
lying,
why is this on my feed?
Lying through their teeth,
But
man.
Is it like,
who are these people?
Is it?
How do you
it's just
see these
so random,
quotes, man?
I was like, why is this popping up on my feed? Like, so I was like, is it him trying to speak it into existence, or is this a thing, or it's just weird? But either way, I guess in my mind, I was like, if that's not happening, that's kind of the wrong thing to tweet, because it insinuates something if you guys are openly like friends.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm like this girl's boyfriend and I see her guy friend tweet something like that, well, what the fuck is this? What does he talk about? So
I love how they like react to every post too. Like, yeah, fire emoji.
Yeah, fire emoji. Yeah, this is what it is. So
yeah, guys.
Anyway,
moral of the story: there's nothing to be ashamed of if you are, quote, don't let people calling it insecurity ruin your relationship. Play it safe.
It's your relationship. You do what you want with your relationship.
Do what you want.
If y'all are okay, if you guys agree to not having guy friends or girlfriends or whatever, if you guys are okay with that, then hey man, that's your relationship. It is what it is. Don't let nobody control how you want to do your thing.
Don't let me and Brago control it either. We're just two buffoons on the internet.
Yep, but we will judge you. Just kidding.
We will judge you, yeah. We will judge you a little bit.
Whereas this guy's like, yeah, my girl has a guy friend, and they spend New Year's together. I have no
Yeah.
problem with it.
Actually, I have a bunch of friends and I was busy, so they kept my girl busy. It's like power to you, brother.
I'm like, good job, brother.
Good job. Hope you're happy, man. W's in the chat.
Last thing,
What's up?
Dragon Ball is back, Sai. Dragon Ball.
Fuck.
Dragon Ball is back with a new, I think it's called Galactic something. Either way,
Galactic
I see people
Patrol
call it.
arc.
Yeah, it's called the Moro. People are saying it's the Moro arc because I've seen Moro before. It's like a goat demon or some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Or like a
A
ram. I don't know.
blue goat ram demon
Yeah.
space alien
Yeah.
guy. Have you read the manga or no?
Nope, I'm staying away. I enjoy
Really?
the anime too much.
Damn, you are kind of missing out, kind of not. You're missing out on good
Yeah, I've
fights.
heard
You're
that.
not missing out on good story. I'll say that.
I feel like
It's more Dragon Ball.
it's Dragon Ball, right? I don't need
Yeah.
to read Dragon Ball. I know what I want out of Dragon Ball.
You want
I'm
good
gonna take it.
fights.
I want
Exactly.
good fights, man. Just give me some good animation and good fights, and that's all I need. I'm not gonna try to like propose to Dragon Ball. You know what I mean? Like I know what Dragon Ball is. I know that all that Dragon Ball has to offer, and I've accepted it. Right? And I know like there's certain moments where like I'm like, damn, the light hits Dragon Ball a little different, or Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super a little different. I'm like, maybe just maybe it might be in Super Saiyan 4. Then I'm like, okay. I know what Dragon Ball Z is. So I'm okay. I'm okay waiting. I'm excited for it. Only thing that was kind of like, what the hell, is that they're redoing again the Beerus arc,
Yup.
which we got a movie, we got the anime. They're like, no. One more time, we're gonna get it right. And I'm kind of indifferent on this one because they're like, yo, no, they gotta fix this and they gotta fix this I'm like, okay.
Dragon Ball Super Kai. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the screenshots, right? Of like the freeze frame Goku's where he looks super scuffed. Got like scribbles in the background. The eyes
Yeah.
are like wonky. I think they just want to go back and
But-
fix all of that. I wonder if they're gonna make it more manga accurate, since obviously Galactic Patroller arc, that's all in the manga. Because
Right.
Dragon Ball Super, the anime, is very different. Well, not very different, but there's a lot of differences in the fight and the plot points when it comes to a lot of those
Okay.
like, little scenes. So if they go through and just do this, and then they said they're gonna do a Frieza one afterwards, but if they continue it on to like Goku Black and the Tournament of Power, I think that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, when you go back to Dragon Ball Super, the animation isn't the best. I think the animation feels dated, which is crazy considering it happened, 2020?
Yeah, it's not that old.
2019? It's not that old, but it feels like it could be better, especially with the things we've been getting with recent animation. So I get it. I understand it. I wouldn't mind it too much if the story was better for the Beerus arc, but it's not like the story is great, right? But if they want to go back and they're going to give us epic fights the entire time, fuck it. Now, it does feel like Toei is bored, and I do wonder if, like, damn, the resources they're spending on redoing the same arc, could they spend it on another anime, to adapt an
Toei doesn't
anime
have
or
a lot
something
on their
like that.
plate
But-
though.
right. It's just basically the old reliables.
Yeah,
that they're just
Dragon
kinda
Ball
like-
One Piece.
They just kind of just keep doing it over and over again, recycling. So if it means for better animation, I'm here for it. And I'm investing in whatever it is Dragon Ball. And what it does give me hope for One Piece in the future. Because
Yeah.
we know the One Piece is supposedly on the way. I know they want to use the same voice actor for Luffy for the One Piece, which I'm like, why?
Horrible idea.
I don't understand it. What are we doing? What's the point? Why even have the One Piece if we're just going to use the same voice actor? I thought, so we're not going to use the same Zoro, but we're going to use the same Luffy?
It is
do a whole new thing.
baffling because, dude, it's
I don't get
taken so many years to get one season of the One Piece remake to where it's like, dude, by the time, if they want to continue it, because they talked about, we'll see how far it goes. We have no idea yet. If
Isn't
it
she already
goes
80?
on until the end of the series, brother, she's gonna be dead. I'm sorry, man. She's old.
Yeah,
She's
she's
not
old.
making it.
She's old. I think what they should do is have these characters, these legacy characters, voice like random characters in the One
Yeah.
Piece. You know, like random
Barmaid.
side characters. Yeah, just have it be the barman. Have somebody be Gaimon. You know, people that we've seen here and there, but like
They
they don't
won't
have a
come
prevalent
back.
place. Yeah, or like it's very small moments. Like, but I think it'd be funny if Zoro's like Johnny or something, or Yasaku. That'd be
Oh, even
hilarious.
better. Make him the Shimotsuki sensei.
That could work, right? Just have him in like very just roles that you're just like, oh man, that's cool. That's cool. I think just have it so small that it just works, right? But trying to just pigeon like even Robin as Otohime,
Yeah.
something like that, right? Something small like that, or like Frankie as Fisher Tiger, like things like that would work. But to try to make her Luffy, what are we doing?
Yeah, because come season 3 or 4, you're gonna have to recast her, man.
But my thing is also timing, because Toei isn't the one animating.
No, it's with
This-
studios.
It's with Studios, so it's like she's still going to be working on One Piece. Then she's going to be working on the One Piece. It's just, I don't know. It feels kind of weird, but we'll see. Hopefully they changed their mind. And she kind of insinuated that they wouldn't let her say no.
I think it's more of like a
It's like-
Japanese thing where they're like, oh,
Yeah.
we'll only take yes as an answer. It's, yeah. I don't think
Yeah,
they're
where
like
it's just like-
strong arming her really. But
But are they? You
Who
know, like
knows?
the characters in anime where they're like smiling, but their eyes are closed, which really means like you really can't say no.
mhm.
I mean, it could be a situation.
I mean,
like
hey,
that where
everybody
it's
else said no, though. You know, nobody else is reprising their role except for her.
because they know it doesn't make sense. It's like why, you know? And what I do like though, because I'm not sure if you caught up JJK anime, right?
Yeah.
Zoro is Hikari, or Zoro's voice actor is Hikari, and he's like, he's not just embodying Zoro, like he's actually like kind of veering out. I think in different ways. I'm like, okay, you can tell like he's trying to flex his muscles a little bit with range here.
Yeah, I
Hikari,
can hear
which
the
I think is
Zoro,
cool.
but
Right,
he is a
right.
different character. He is Akari.
He's a different character. And I'm like, at what point do you think like, this is really cool. Like, this is my dream job. I have a recurring character that's been going on forever. It's going to go on forever. But it'd be nice to kind of like, you know, show
Have
my
a side quest.
chops, right? A little bit. Because even Akainu's voice actor was in like Daima as like one of the random people that they fought against. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. And we hear Blackbeard's voice actor everywhere, all
Yeah.
over the place.
Oh,
you know,
Akainu was the Minotaur, right? In the cave?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I think some of these voice actors were like, you know, to venture out a little bit. So
Yeah, it's like you're playing a game, you know, action adventure. You're over here killing witches and demons, and then here's a side quest where you eat cheese. It's like, oh, this is kind of fun.
yeah, this is nice.
Different.
This is
Yeah.
nice. This is cool. So, hopefully they changed their mind. But I say all that
Dude.
to say that if Toei is going out of their way to redo a Dragon Ball Super arc, more than likely, they're gonna try to redo all of One Piece. Oh, we're gonna start from East Blue.
They
and we're
definitely
gonna
will.
do
Like, dude, it
this.
goes back. They got nothing else to do. Toei is
Yeah,
definitely gonna do
yeah.
it. And
But that's
you know,
also
when it
the
comes
thing.
to Toei, I just hope that they give One Piece the same treatment they give to Dragon Ball when it comes to video games, man. Because One Piece got nothing in the works. Whereas Dragon Ball, the
Yeah.
day they announced the Super remake and the continuation,
I think, yeah.
they announced the game too. Like I think it's like Project Year 1000 or something. And
Yeah.
it doesn't look amazing, you know, based off like 1 minute. But I'm interested, dude. I love Dragon Ball.
It's still a game. Still a game.
Still a
I don't
game.
know. I'm still holding out hope for Burning Blood 2.
I hope that never
Um,
happens.
Here's the thing. Burning Blood wasn't amazing. It was just really cool to fight with friends.
See,
playing
we can
Burning
get
Blood.
a fighting One Piece game that is better than Burning Blood. Brago, I went through the list. Burning Blood, did you know this? It is one of the worst selling One Piece games ever made. Games on the 3DS for One Piece have sold more than Burning Blood. Let that sink in. So when I say that Burning Blood isn't a good game, I mean it objectively. It's not even like an
I
opinion.
think
You can like it. We can get better.
Well, here's the thing.
We can get better.
Here's the thing, though. But because people didn't buy it, they don't even know how good it is.
Brother,
They don't
people
even
can
know
look
the
at the game.
game.
You can look at the
Don't even-
gameplay and you could say, yes, this does not look great. That's the thing. We all have eyes, man. We can see the trailer. No, it's not going to be good without ever touching it.
You know a game I look at, I'm like, this looks dog shit.
What?
Fire Emblem. But people swear by this game. They're like, oh my God, Fire Emblem is amazing.
See, that's a different genre, though. That's like strategy. That's more of like a strategy RPG, and that's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But if you like strategy RPG, it is a good game.
I think there's like Burning Blood. I think it's not great by yourself, but if you're in like a group and you're just in a call fucking around, it was a blast.
Yeah. But games like those, they never last long. We need a good fighting game like a Sparking Zero or even Fighter Z.
I heard Sparking Zero and Fighters didn't like age well.
Fighters aged well, competitively. Sparking Zero didn't age well because it's not competitive. Like Sparking Zero, if you ever watch like tournaments, it's literally just people going up and down shooting key blasts. Sparking Zero sold really well though. It's just the fall off it had was like 99%. Like everybody left the game shortly afterwards because it's just like every character feels identical. You know, there's got to be a balance between One Piece where everybody's really unique and Sparking Zero where everybody's like homogenous. Like we got to find like a middle ground when it comes to these games.
Yeah, I would say this. Burning Blood was absolutely broken where strong characters are strong. All right. Now there are rare characters that had broken abilities, like Brook had like an infinite like soul run, right? And he could like hypnotize you with his guitar. So like you had rare characters like that. Nami had some broken things, but every character felt completely different. And you know, the game was Luffy was absolutely broken, absolutely just nuts. I would say, with One Piece is tough because of all the different abilities. So obviously a game that ages well every year is like Tekken, right? Because of how technical it is. I don't know if that works with One Piece just because you want the characters to feel different and special. You want to see some of these different abilities. But if we got a Tekken-esque game, it would probably stand the test of time as opposed to like a One Piece Pirate Storm, you know?
Yeah.
Which is just a cheap knockoff of like all the other games before it that every single Hunter x Hunter, My Hero.
Dude, the Hunter x Hunter game came out and nobody gave an F about it.
And Impact. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's like you gotta I don't know what you do, but One Piece I feel like a One Piece game.
I love looking at charts. Hunter x Hunter Nen Impact. So two things. Guess how many people are playing the game as we speak on Steam, on
320.
PC?
300.
5.
5 people?
Guess how many people ever played this game at one time? Its all-time peak. Guess.
Damn, if it's 5 right now. Whoa. 2,500.
277. Only 277 ever played this game on release day. This game is considered by all metrics a flop. And JJK Curse Clash sold better. JJK Curse Clash sold 5,000 copies. And right now, 40 people are playing the game. So,
well, I think
still a bad game, though.
JJK is current. So it's like, you know, people are like, let me see what's going on. Where for Hunter x Hunter, it's been on a hiatus. You know, it's more of a legacy game at this point. And so if you're just trying to copy like some of those knockoff games, it's like cheap reskins. People are like, I don't care about that. You got to have some substance to it. So
Sparking Zero is looking really good in comparison. 122,000 for peak. And then 1,500 are playing right now, which not a lot. You know, there's a lot of games that surpass that, but better than some of these other anime games. I'll say that.
Yeah, I think with Sparking Zero, it's just it's what you want for a game. Because I played a little bit of it, and it was cool. It's just I don't know. I don't know. It just feels like overwhelming. It's not as overwhelming as Fighters though. Fighters is just like, all right, I this isn't for me.
I love the style though.
Um,
The fighter style
I
is
love the
phenomenal.
style, but what happens is it gets so you can't have fun unless you're playing against people like on your level, So it's just
Yeah.
it's tough. It's really tough. So I mean, I would like a One Piece game probably closer to Sparking Zero than Fighters because of how open world it is, you know. But because I think like with One Piece characters, I think it'd be dope if you could set traps, um, just have different moments in the game where like you can really utilize the terrain to your advantage. You know, like if you have Marine Ford, you can destroy some Marine Ford. Different things like that. Like if you're fighting in certain areas where like if a character can't fly, they have to continue skywalk. Maybe he has to use like energy, just different things to make the game more creative with more strategy. But we can't just have a One Piece Ninja
Clone.
Storm, Ninja War. What was it?
Yeah.
Naruto
Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm.
Ultimate Ninja. Yeah, it can't just be that because there are One Piece fans that are gonna play it, but you know
Dude, did you know that
it's
One
it's not gonna have
Piece
an impact.
Pirate Warriors 4, a game that came out essentially 10 years ago, is still getting DLC to this very day? It
I see
is
it, and
disgusting. It's like,
I
brother,
hate Pirate Warriors so much.
I
I hate it.
dude,
I
make
hate
a
it so
new
much.
fucking game. What are we doing,
I hate
dude?
Pirate Warriors
Stop
so
making
much.
DLC, dude. Make a new game. Come
But you know
on.
why they keep doing that?
People keep buying
They
it,
keep
dude.
make people
Stop.
keep buying it. People keep
I
buying it. I think people are
stop
buying it because
buying.
they feel like it's no
Oh my
better option. It's like this
god.
is all we got. We're gonna take it. But I hate Pirate Warriors. It's just
It
cheap,
came out 6 years
cheap.
ago. I exaggerated, but still, but it is a clone of every single Pirate Warriors game before it. It's a
It's the same
Muso
thing.
game with just a
Yeah, I
One
don't
Piece
like it.
skin, man.
I don't like it at all.
I don't
So
like it. I don't like its chops.
that's all we can hope for is like a decent One Piece game at some point.
Who knows?
Again,
Dragon
more
Ball's
me
taken
maybe
all of it, man. Dragon Ball gets all the good games. Well, decent games, I should say. They at least try with Dragon Ball.
they get a game every few years.
They never try with
And I
One
think
Piece.
Sparking Zero is a good try. I think it's a good
It is a
try.
good
I think
try.
it's a fun game. Um, I think it's trying to capture the essence of like the Budokai and the Tenkaichi things like that. I
But
think
they
it's
never
just
tried to evolve it. I think that was their issue. They took what worked in the past, copy and pasted it to modern day, and they didn't really change much.
it's just like at this point, man, it's really really difficult to best like some of the better games in Dragon Ball. Like Dragon Ball has so many good games, so it's just you know it can be done, but it's just gonna take more work. But I
Yeah.
know for a lot of people, for a One Piece game, they're not necessarily craving a fighting game. They just want something that um more of a RPG, you know, something like that using One Piece and the mechanics. So many different things that you can do. Just Fable esque, Skyrim esque, Elden Ring esque.
That's gonna be so impossible when you really think about it. Like I've seen so many
Yeah,
people say that, but it's like, man, if you're a game developer, hearing that, you know it's impossible. Like GTA, for example, open world, kind of do what you want. It's just one big city.
GTA gets
They have sunk in at least $2
yeah.
billion. Bandai Namco, I promise you, those greedy fucks would never do that.
I
The
think
most
for
they
it to
invest
get
into a
off the
game is like a couple
ground,
million.
it would be like a One Piece open world. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I hope one day it
50 years
happens.
from now, we'll be dead. We'll be
And I'm
dead
still
by
and
the
I'm
time it
still
comes out.
damn, you think we're gonna be dead in 50 years?
Nah, no, no. We'll still be around. We'll be in like retirement home age.
No, hopefully we're still streaming and shit
You think so?
at
Oh
80.
my god. Imagine Bryv Sago still going on in 50 years. There's no way. What would we
No,
talk
but
about?
now
Like
it's like
flavored oatmeal?
I think we talk about like how we can't even order Instacart anymore. It just happens. Like things just pop up
AI.
at our door. Yeah, AI based on what we feel. They're like, "Oh,
Ooh.
I saw you had some anxiety. Here is your favorite drink."
When
And I
that
saw that you
happens,
were out
we're
of
gonna have to
toilet paper.
guess. Our AI
Have you
slaves are
guess?
gonna be here talking with us.
Yeah. Or I think by then we should have clones, right?
Oh,
Just talk
AI
to.
sign, AI Brago. Oh, we have AI versions of us back in our prime. How about that?
Oh
Plus the
man,
old
what
us
if we can
here.
what if they
Trippy.
finally did manage to utilize or take from that jellyfish, and so now we're young again.
Yeah,
We're like but now we're like we feel young, but we don't feel young like we did back in the day. You know,
it just
so it's
prolongs
like
our
it's
life for a little
fine.
bit.
Just prolongs your life.
Yeah.
What if it's like you feel young, but you're not actually young? It's just a feeling, like temporary. It's like a shot.
I don't know if I'd want that then. It depends how like
I
easy it is
think
to
some
get the
people
shot.
would. Like if some people like if you can like run around for a little bit.
If it's over the counter, I'll do it.
No. Well, it probably will be eventually, like Ozempic.
Yeah. Just like an over the
That's
counter
insane.
pill, like youthfulness. It's like, I'll take a couple of those. Give me like 5 boxes.
Yeah, I'll take
Uh,
it. Let me try it out.
dude. Dragon
But
Ball, though,
what,
just. Oh, what's up?
I'm thinking we're in 2026. Thinking of 50 years ago, what was the world like? That's 1976,
Yeah.
right?
Would I be in
Yeah,
Asia? If I was born,
1976.
I think I'd just be in Asia, dude.
1976. Completely different world. It was
Let me
color.
see. What's the most essential thing that happened in 1976?
Crack?
Yeah. Let me see. 1976 biggest event. It really just says United States 200 birthday, but I was expecting something else. The devastating Tangshan earthquake in China. There we go.
All right. Now we're cooking.
Yeah, Tangshan, shout outs. Oh my god, that earthquake killed 200,000 people.
Oh my God. That's like the malediction, right?
Yeah. 240,000 people died in the earthquake. Never mind. Maybe we don't celebrate this one. Wow. Never heard of it. Tangshan
That-
earthquake.
So in 1976, Jimmy Carter defeated Gerald Ford in the U.S. presidential election. Apple Computer Company and Microsoft are founded.
Oh.
The Concorde supersonic jet began commercial service. The first Ebola virus outbreak was identified.
Yeah, shouts to Ebola, man.
Um,
Remember when that was a
Bruce
thing?
Jenner won the men's decathlon gold. Rocky, Taxi Driver, and All the President's Men were released.
What? Red M&Ms were removed that year and didn't return for 9 years.
That's
Wow.
insane. Well,
Oh,
crazy.
$2 bill came back too.
The first commercially developed supercomputer is released in 1976, January.
I guarantee you, back when that happened, people were like, yeah, it's like supernatural too. Like,
Like the
gotta imagine, like, our parents and stuff, when they first heard about computers, they're like, it's a fad.
I think computers probably would be what we think. I'm trying to an equivalent. I remember when what you call it came out, like face scans,
Oh,
like
like
the
facial
Xbox
ID for
Connect,
phones. Yeah.
the Xbox Connect and stuff like that, and it was like really just wonky and just like, oh my god, this is just annoying. We don't need to connect, and then you like had your
Hey, the
Wii.
Kinect was awful, man. Let me tell you. There's a reason that one
Yeah,
died.
and then I think touchscreen felt like very like limited. It was like, all right, it's a touchscreen, but it's I don't know. Now it's
Does it
like
really work?
now it's the norm.
Yeah.
Like that's
Every phone
crazy.
has touchscreen. And it's funny, I don't know if you saw, but we're going back to like flip phones because Apple's coming out with a flip phone, like a foldable one. I think Samsung
Everything
has
is
a
a
flip
cycle.
phone. Yeah,
Everything
because
is a
it's like
cycle.
it's kind of cool.
Everything comes back because I will. Well, now baggy clothing is back, right?
Really?
Because we went like super small and skinny, and small clothing and like super snug. Now it's baggy clothing is back, man. Baggy clothes,
Soon
bigger
we're
shoes.
gonna see people sagging again.
Yeah, yeah.
Skinny
And I
jeans is
think
gonna have
I'm
a
kind of like.
resurgence.
Well, I would say this: I've never leaned into skinny jeans, right? I never liked how they felt on me. Um, I've had like fitted jeans though, like slim fit jeans, but I've
Yeah.
never. I have owned
Never like
skinny jeans
super
before.
skinny though.
I never worn them. I bought them
Okay.
before because it was like, oh man, skinny jeans, and
It's just too
never
restrictive,
worn them.
right? Like, I feel like if I were to like be in a race or if I need to like jump over something, I'd be cooked in skinny jeans.
I just don't like how they feel, and I have like decently large feet,
Suffocating.
so yeah, having skinny jeans with big feet, it just doesn't work.
Are your feet flat?
They're like wide.
Same. I have no
They're like
arch in my
somewhat
foot.
wide. She's got a flat foot.
Yeah, dude. And
Do you have
it's
foot
tough, man.
issues?
Not
Not yet.
exactly. I got like I have insoles every now and then in some shoes.
Yeah, I was about to say you got to start wearing insoles
Yeah, I got
now.
insoles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I just have like a wider foot, so like typically I have to be really careful with the shoes that I buy because if they're too narrow, it just doesn't work.
I
So
kind of do like a weird like ninja walk whenever I walk naturally, I put a lot of pressure on like the front of my foot, which I think might just be bad for me in the long run.
you walk on
So
your
I have like
toes.
yeah, like my toes and like the top of my foot because of my like non-existent arch. So now I have like a lot of like calluses just along the bottom of my foot, just hardened up, which I get rid of it every now and then because I have like a scrub, like a pumice stone kind of thing. But yeah, it's
Yeah, damn. So you got to find an arch, man.
I don't know. I'm just so used to it. But like I said, I think like years from now, my foot's gonna be like something out of like a like one of those seen on camera Bigfoot movies. Like
They have
somebody's gonna look
special
at my
shoes for
my
that,
shoe
though.
print. They're like, oh, like who was this thing?
What is going on? Just an
Yeah.
alien.
I don't know
Nah,
if I've ever told you.
you just
There's
got.
a $3 million bounty for Bigfoot in Oklahoma if you find him.
I think if it's gone this long and Bigfoot still hasn't been caught, I don't think there's anything that's that special about me that's gonna lead to me catching Bigfoot. I'm open to the fact that Bigfoot would let me see him, but there's no way that Bigfoot would let me catch him. And there's no conceivable way that I feel like I can capture Bigfoot.
How about this? You will get $3 million cash if you catch or kill Bigfoot. He's in front of you. He'll let you go. Like he's not gonna fight you non-hostile. But obviously, if you fight him, he'll fight back. But you have a knife in your hand. Would you try to take his
No,
life?
I wouldn't want to.
You're afraid of losing, huh?
I think it's less about losing. I think it's more about, damn, this is just the world. You know what I mean? It's just a life cycle.
$3
I can't
million
end this.
dollars.
I can't end this. It's too
What?
beautiful. It's kind of like
How about this? Okay, let me make it easier. Bigfoot's family is in the background watching.
Mm.
They're watching the fight, and your family's in the background watching too, and they're both cheering, you guys on.
Do we have to fight, or can I talk him down like Naruto did Obito?
No, it's either you fight or you don't fight, but you only get
I
the
don't
money if
fight.
you fight
I don't fight.
for 10 million. Do you think your family
So we
would like
get
understand?
So win or lose, I get the money.
You only get it if you win.
I'm not fighting.
You got a big knife though.
Would you fight a tiger with a big knife for 10 million?
Okay, you
No.
have a really big knife and you have 2 guns.
I think even then, I'm not fighting a tiger for 10 million.
There's a good distance between you two, so you have like a little bit of a start with your guns already loaded and everything, safety off, good to go, ready to just
Would you do
fire.
that? 10 million?
If I
Tiger.
have guns, far
Guns.
like I said, like a distance. I have distance, so I can shoot, and I have like at least
With
10 seconds.
20
I think I'd
yards,
do it.
30 yards? What's the distance?
I don't know. Like let's say like football field.
That's 100 yards.
Give me a football field.
That-
give me like
that
a,
might
a
be
nice
more
assault
dangerous.
rifle. I
That might be
can
more
shoot too,
dangerous.
man. I got a rifle I practice with. So
So is this a flat field? Is there bushes? Are there trees? What's going on? What's the terrain?
We got to give Bigfoot and this lion like a little bit of an advantage. Let's say like there's 5 trees just scattered around this field, and they're relatively sized, and there's 2 bushes too.
Sigh, you're fucked. Because what's gonna happen? They're just gonna wait you out. Just gonna wait you out.
I don't know.
They're just gonna
man.
hunt you.
Bigfoot maybe.
tiger?
But the tiger would just charge at you.
I think that right away,
Yeah.
if he sees you have a gun, no.
I don't think
the tiger might wait
knows
it
what
out.
a gun is, man.
I don't know. It depends. I think maybe you try to shoot it. Maybe it gets hit one time. I think it kind of
Bullets
waits
are
it
strong,
out.
man. Depending on the caliber, like one bullet could genuinely cripple it. If you hit it in the right spot, you could be good. And the
But you
distance,
could also
the
miss
distance,
every single bullet.
you'd have to like actually be a really bad aim to do that. Almost damn near.
Remember, this tiger's
impossible.
moving, Sai, and you're terrified. This
I think
tiger's
I'm more
charging
terrified
at
of
you.
dying. It goes back to what we said earlier. Like, yes, I'd be scared, but I'd have to do it. It's one of those things you lock in though. Would you not do this? Would you not? Your family, like, imagine they're like, oh, Brago, $10 million. I'll do so much. You could finally buy that house in the Caribbean, and you could just travel every 6 months. This is your life set up, dude. You wouldn't do it. I feel like your family might be like, yo, man, why didn't you take it? You got guns and a knife, and you got distance.
It'd be tough to do. It'd be tough to do, because it's like 10 million is nice, but I'm up against a tiger, and they're willing to pay me 10 million for a reason.
Let's
what I
say
mean?
Jeffrey Epstein's gonna give it to you. He just has money to blow. You're on his island, and he's like, you do it, and here's 10 million. Just rich people money. Probably not the best person to use, but I'm trying to think of like somebody who'd hold like a Hunger Games-esque tournament.
What's his name for Amazon?
Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, and it'd be streamed on Prime.
Oh, dude. And then if you lose, but the thing, if you lose, or a loss. But if you walk away, also or a loss.
If you get selected, kind of like the long walk.
No, like they record you saying no, you don't want to fight it.
I think most people would try to fight it, at least try to get a 10 million. I'd have to think about it, man.
Because you're
I'd
not
have to
stationed.
confer
Of
with the
course,
family.
you're not as fast as the tiger, yeah, but you can like back up a little bit while it's charging at you to get a little bit more room to shoot it a little bit more. Like, okay, in reality, how many bullets will it take to take down a tiger?
I think probably 2 or 3, but like, how many bullets do I have? Let's say I have 5 bullets, Si.
It's an
in
assault
each gun.
rifle.
I have an assault rifle.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm looking at. Obviously, this is the answer, right? But like one good bullet could just put it down.
That'd be tough. 10 mil. I have to face a tiger. Life on the line.
But imagine this though, like the tiger bites you. Yes, you're probably gonna die relatively soon, but you still have seconds right in front of it. Like you could wait until it gets close and then shoot it too. Maybe that's a strategy.
I think you're underestimating a tiger a little bit.
I think you're underestimating 100 yards.
I
10 million
mean,
is life-changing money. We'll never see that much, man.
Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe not. Maybe we hit a lottery, but 10 million? This is the easy.
Or
I
maybe
feel
we
like
get
everyone would
a
take it
net. Maybe we get a Netflix contract for the podcast.
with that 10 million. Yeah.
I don't know. I think right now I wouldn't do it. Right now I wouldn't.
I have to,
You
man.
do it?
Yeah, I have to.
So you have to. You got to
I
try.
have to. I gotta try.
You-
Live,
do you
live or
have to?
die. I have
Do
to.
you really
yeah.
have to?
Dude, that's your life setup for, obviously with smart investments. That's your life right there, man. You're set. No more worries.
I think worries are good though.
To an extent.
It's like, it's like almost I'm playing the game, right? And then it's like, oh, special event triggered. If you defeat this character,
Yeah, a special event is
get-
starvation. Special event.
yeah, if
taxes.
if you're starving and homeless, yeah, but like, mm,
Guys, let us know in the comment section. Would you fight this tiger? You got an assault rifle in one hand. You got a knife in the back pocket. You got a magnum on the side. Would you take on this tiger? The tiger has 2 bushes and 5 trees spread throughout the football field, flat
and a
land.
swamp.
Okay, if you go past the 100-yard line, there's a swamp behind you. So if you do run away, you might be a little bit hindered, but, also tigers don't exactly like swamps either, so keep that in mind. This is a fair...
But tigers
fair
do
playing
like high
field.
ground.
And guess what? It climbs in a tree, you could just shoot it down.
I think it's just one of those situations where, like, man, if you're out of bullets, you're so fucked.
You got 2 magazines just ready to go for both your guns. You're solid. Guys, take the deal. Jeff Bezos is in the corner. Jeffrey Epstein, they're ready with the money in hand to give it to you. Your
I
family's
don't
in the
know.
background cheering you on.
That's insane. I'd have to think about it. It's not
Consult the
indefinite yes
family.
for me. I gotta talk to the fam.
I feel like your family would be like, yeah, take him in, because obviously they're not on the line, so they're
They're
like,
not
yeah,
on the
yeah,
line
you
for
can
this
do it.
shit.
Yeah, they're not afraid of messing up.
I think I'd be able to do it. It's just like, do I still have my arm? Because I feel like I'd want to make sure I get a good shot. So I'd wait till like the tigers are like 10 yards.
But it's not like you have like a 2 bullets. You got a good amount, man.
I think we got to make it more interesting.
If you
2
spray
mags
and
in a
pray,
machine.
you could win.
I think 2 mags that's too easy.
Okay, but think about it. Like, in reality, with it charging at you at full speed, the 2 mags are just there for show. You're never going to be able to reload
I think
the
a
gun
Glock.
fast enough.
I think a Glock and 8 bullets.
That's all
and
we
a big
need?
knife. That's all you
Okay.
have.
Ooh.
A Glock, 8 bullets, and a big knife.
I don't know if a Glock would be able to, like, stop a tiger right away.
You just said 1 good bullet.
Well, yeah, of a decent caliber. A Glock isn't exactly that. I mean, it's good for people, but not exactly a tiger. Ooh. Maybe like 10 Glocks. You come strapped up like like an old Western character. You have like a cloak and you just like let it rip and there's just guns all over.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
With a Glock, you're not doing it.
Maybe not, no. I mean 10 million still 10 million though. I'd just be a
You have
lot
8
less
bullets.
confident. A lot
8
less
bullets,
confident.
8 bullets, a big knife. You have a day's worth of food.
This would maybe last like 2 minutes.
You think so? I don't think the tiger is charging you right away.
I think the tiger's charging because you got to imagine. Oh, I forgot to mention the tiger's also incentivized to kill you.
So it's hungry.
It's hungry
Okay.
and it's bloodlusted because this is a male tiger in its prime, and what we did was We took away its wife and kids, and they're being held
Okay.
over like an alligator pit. And if we win, and if they don't kill us, then we drop their whole family into an alligator pit.
So the tigers are super sentient.
Tiger is super
No,
sentient,
my family.
and it has an excuse to want to kill you. Yeah. So the tiger,
Okay.
they're not gonna wait.
What was the name of Jasmine's tiger in Aladdin?
I don't remember.
Something Zir. I forget.
It says
Shazir.
Raja.
Oh, that was way off.
Yeah, you're way off. I don't know who you were thinking of. Who you said Zaza? It sounds like a
Shazir.
Shazir.
What was that? Was that the name of the tiger in like the Jungle Book or something?
Shazir Tiger. No, man, I don't know what you're talking about. It sounds like you're talking about like a primordial demon, Shazir.
Oh no.
Shazir
Okay. The
Zaza.
name of the tiger in Jungle Book is Shere Khan. So
Okay.
yeah.
I see how you got there then.
Yeah, it's like I kind of combined
Yeah.
some shit.
It happens.
Damn, Raja. Okay.
Well, guys, if you'd risk it for 10 million, let us know down below. We love to hear it.
Let us know if you enjoyed this. We'd probably do it again.
Maybe.
And let Netflix know we'll do it again for 10 million.
Yeah,
Like.
imagine that. Bryv, Sago, and Netflix. What a dream that would be. We'd have a studio and everything. We'd have like people come out and dance in the beginning, a little intro,
Right.
jazz.
Right, but have celebrities on. Who would be the first celebrity you'd want to have on?
Ooh.
Aquafina. Let's
No,
do it.
Anybody but Aquafina and Simu Louis. I think they're such a negative PR for Asians, man. They're so bad.
What about Steven Yeun?
I don't mind him. Yeah, he's good. He does good PR for Asian people. Who would you consider like a good representative of black people in Hollywood that you'd want on?
I mean, Denzel Washington is like the ultimate.
Okay, so you want Denzel Washington on?
I want Denzel, then I want Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh God! What an episode that would be, huh? Oh, give me Jackie Chan. Since we're going with our race, give me Jackie, dude.
Give me Jet Li.
Does Jet Li know good English?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, I remember back in like the old school era, like he knew barely any English.
Yeah, I think it's better. I saw him on an interview recently, I believe, and he was speaking English. Or was it captions?
Damn.
I don't know.
Yeah, captions. Okay. We'll bring a translator just in case. So Denzel, Jada Pinkett, Jackie Chan, Steve Yeun,
And then Sydney Sweeney.
Yes, 100%.
Just to talk.
Just to talk, yeah.
To break down The Housemaid. A very, very important film.
Yeah, that and just everything else.
And she's
really.
about to be on Euphoria again, so.
Yeah.
Have you seen Euphoria?
We support it here. I've seen clips. Doesn't seem like a show that really interests me, but I've seen clips. I've heard good things.
It's raunchy. A little gay. That's okay.
Yeah. Isn't that where Tom Holland gets like effed in the butt? Or is that something else?
No, that's a different movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets effed in the butt in a bathroom.
Damn, dude. Tom Holland, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I thought about Tom Holland because Zendaya's in there or something.
Yeah, she's a star. Technically.
Uh,
I mean, a lot of people, their stars have gotten brighter since then, like Sydney Sweeney, and the tall Australian guy. I think he's Australian. He's in the new movie with the chick from Wolf of Wall Street. Fuck.
Margot Robbie.
Margot Robbie. Yeah.
Australian.
I think he's up for an Oscar.
Euphoria. Jacob
I think he's up for
Elordi. Ah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I think he's up for an Oscar.
He is.
Might be wrong.
He is.
Yeah. So.
Oh
Like-
wow, this guy's everywhere actually.
Yeah, these stars have really elevated since then. So
Yeah, I recognize them.
Mm-hmm. So should be good. Should be good.
Yeah, just wait.
But
Just wait
guys,
for
we
those
reached the
episodes,
end.
guys.
We've reached the end. Appreciate the support. Like, subscribe, share. Let us know below. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Peace out, guys. Thanks for
Peace
watching.
out.